वालेकुम, वेलकम टू अनदर एपिसोड ऑफ द पाकिस्तान एक्सपीरियंस। और आज की हमारी गेस्ट हैं लॉयर एक्टिविस्ट ईमान ज़ैनब मज़ारी हाजिर। Did I say that right?
Yeah, you said it right. Thank
Yes.
you.
तो यहाँ से ही शुरू करते हैं। आर यू रिक्लेमिंग योर मिडिल नेम? बिकॉज शुरू में ज़ैनब नहीं था।
Zainab हमेशा था. So actually, because my dad picked Iman and my mom picked Zainab, so whenever I want to upset my mom, I take out Zainab from my name.
आएंगे हम इस पर, क्योंकि ऑल ट्विटर वांट्स टू नो इज योर रिलेशनशिप विद योर मदर। आई थिंक सारे सवाल हमें सिर्फ उस बारे में आए थे।
हाँ, I think that interests people a lot for some reason.
आई मीन इट मेक सेंस राइट, बट आएंगे उस पर। पहले शुरू करते हैं आपकी लेटेस्ट ट्वीट्स पर। खान साहब ने विमेन ब्लेमिंग कर दी है।
वो उनके लिए कुछ नया नहीं है, वैसे वो करते रहते हैं। जब औरत मार्च की भी पिछले साल बात हो रही थी, उन्होंने बहुत इस तरह के डैमेजिंग कमेंट्स दिए थे कि एक अच्छी माँ क्या होती है, एक बुरी माँ क्या होती है। सो दिस इज जस्ट हिज माइंडसेट। और अभी भी जिस तरह जस्टिफिकेशंस दी जा रही हैं कि मेंटल जिम्नास्टिक्स की जा रही है कि किस तरह इस स्टेटमेंट को डिफेंड किया जाए जब ये स्टेटमेंट इनडिफेंसिबल है।
क्यों है indefensible for people who might question?
In my opinion, I think it's indefensible because in a country where women ordinarily, and as a lawyer, I see this in court every day, how women are treated. And I'm not just talking about female litigants in rape cases or domestic violence cases or even khula cases. I'm talking about how the environment is for women in general in the country. And it's a very hostile environment. So when you shift the blame onto the victim of a heinous crime such as rape, or even on a child, because the question was related to children as well, it wasn't just about women, then that becomes very problematic. And you have to measure your words very carefully and see what you're saying, because you're not an ordinary citizen of the country, you're the prime minister. So you have a responsibility to be careful with your words.
लोग ये भी कह रहे हैं, एक ये हैं उनकी कोई डिजिटल लीड है आमना हसन फहाशी और समथिंग, उनका नाम भी इसी तरह का है। वो इज लाइक पर्दा का तो मतलब दोनों के लिए होता है, मर्द के लिए भी पर्दा है, औरत के लिए भी पर्दा है। तो वो जब खान साहब पर्दा कहते हैं, ही मीन्स बोथ पर्दा।
ये तो ऑब्वियसली वो कहेंगे, वो उनकी जो भी स्टेटमेंट होती है उसे डिफेंड करने आ जाते हैं। बट जो बहुत ऑनेस्टली आई से इट वेरी ओपनली कि बहुत अफसोस की बात है कि आमना और खवातीन इस चीज को जस्टिफाई करिए। दिस इज समथिंग वेयर यू नीड टू राइज अबव योर पॉलिटिक्स एंड योर पर्सनल लाइक्स एंड डिसलाइक्स, क्योंकि एज अ वुमन दिस विल अफेक्ट यू वन डे एज वेल, इफ नॉट टुडे।
आई थिंक इवन अगर हम उसकी पॉलिटिक्स सेट असाइड कर लें, इट्स नॉट इवन एन एफिकेशियस सोल्यूशन, क्योंकि अनफॉर्चुनेटली हम जितना भी इसे नजर हटाएं, मदरसों में जो होता है, बच्चों के साथ जो होता है, तो अगर पर्दा सोल्यूशन है, अगर आपकी नजर में, हम आपकी लॉजिक को आगे लेके चलते हैं ना, आपका लॉजिक पर्दा है, तो फिर जो बच्चे मदरसे जाते हैं उनको पहनाएं, आप पर्दे पहनाएं सबको, बॉयज को भी। द अमाउंट ऑफ unfortunately boy child assault that doesn't get talked about in this country is so huge and goes unreported. तो वहां कहाँ गया ये सोल्यूशन? जो बच्चा जाता है स्कूल भी, भले चले, अगर आपको लगता है हम सिर्फ मदरसों को टारगेट कर रहे हैं, स्कूलों को भी कर लें, पहनाएं आप बच्चों को पर्दा दें।
And obviously, Shahzad, parda is not a solution to anything. Even if we're not talking about young boys and all of this, हमें पता है कि पर्देदार खवातीन के साथ भी होता है. We've seen videos जहाँ एक औरत ने हिजाब पहना हुआ है, पूरी चादर ली हुई है, और एक आदमी आकर उसे ग्रोप कर रहा है. और ये रोज हम देखते भी हैं पब्लिक में, और खवातीन बोलती नहीं है इस चीज पे. द सेम वे जो आपने पॉइंट रेज किया है कि बच्चों को भी फिर हम पर्दे में डालें. एंड वेयर डज दिस माइंडसेट कम फ्रॉम? This mindset comes from a place where you're refusing to understand the root cause of the problem. A root cause of the problem is rape culture, and statements like this enable rape culture. So that is why the Prime Minister needs to take responsibility for what he said and apologize.
Yeah, and also, I mean, द नोशन के जी बुर्का आप डाल देंगे तो इंसान कंफ्यूज हो जाएगा। अगर कोई है जो इस हद तक पहुंचा हुआ है, दैट पर्सन वांट्स टू कमिट असॉल्ट, एंड ऑल स्टडीज शो कि असॉल्ट ऐसे ही नहीं हो जाता कि रैंडमली किसी को लस्ट फील हुआ और उसने कर दिया। इट्स यूजुअली प्लान्ड, पीपल नो व्हाट दे आर गोइंग टू डू। तो वो किसी इंसान को बुरके में देखेगा तो उसको क्या लगेगा? मुझे तो पता ही नहीं अंदर इसके क्या होगा। लाइक
ये भी है कि आप जब पर्दे के साथ या बुर्के के साथ एसोसिएशन कर देते हैं, तो फिर आप इस चीज को मिस कैरेक्टराइज कर रहे हैं. You're acting as though rape is a crime of lust. It's not. It's a crime of power. So you're actually again ignoring what the crime of rape is about.
एंड इवन जब वो लाहौर सीसीपीओ की स्टेटमेंट आई थी एंड द इंटायर कंट्री, इधर तो आई थिंक पीटीआई सपोर्टर्स वर आल्सो लाइक ये स्टेटमेंट्स रेप्रिहेंसिबल है, वहां भी द गवर्नमेंट डिड नथिंग.
तो यही होता है ना कि आप एक दफा ये पैटर्न सेट कर दो कि women are not deserving of your respect or apologies, तो फिर ऐसा ही होगा ना.
So okay, I mean the problem also in this country is कि इमरान खान says something, वो फिर polarize हो जाता है. Even people who are on your side, because इमरान खान is involved, वो खुलकर उसको criticize नहीं कर सकते. Whether it's calling Osama bin Laden shaheed, whether it's calling Hazaras blackmailers, whether it's this case. If Imran Khan is involved, even कुछ समझदार लोग जरा
Cult of personality है ना.
हाँ,
It's a cult of personality. It's
handsome है ना.
not हैंडसम है, और वो हम चीज भूलते नहीं है. पता नहीं और भी बहुत से लोग हैंडसम हैं, बट आई डोंट सी देम कमिंग इनटू द कॉरिडोर्स ऑफ पावर एंड पीपल जस्टिफाइंग स्टूपिड थिंग्स दैट दे से.
सो अगर हम अपनी साइड देखें, ऑल्सो अभी बड़ा मैं डिसअपॉइंट हुआ. नेवर फॉलो योर हीरोज ऑन ट्विटर. रोहेल हयात इज हैविंग अ मिड लाइफ क्राइसिस. क्वाइट डिसअपॉइंटेड.
Coke Studio.
Yeah, no wonder Rohel Hayat supports Imran Khan since he produces Coke Studio. तो कुछ सप्लाई चेन मैनेजमेंट इश्यूज हो सकते हैं वहाँ पर उसमें नहीं पड़ते अभी. सो रोहेल ऑल्सो हैज ड्रॉन दैट बाइनरी. लेकिन अगर हम अपनी साइड भी देखें, क्योंकि अगर हम अपने आप को प्रोग्रेसिव कंसिडर करते हैं, सारा तासीर जस्ट ट्वीटेड, आई डोंट नो इफ यू सॉ, but she tweeted a bunch of women in burqas and she was like rejecting Pinky's Pakistan. तो ये जो एक दूसरी तरफ एक्सट्रीमिस्ट है who get painted by the same brush कि ये liberals आते हैं, that's also a little disappointing to see that tweet.
Definitely. I haven't seen it, but based on what you've said, and there are other people I've seen posting these sorts of things as well, I think it's very unfortunate. And I don't think it's something that should be encouraged at all, because you damage your own positions on issues, right? Because if you're a liberal and a progressive, then you have no right to make fun of a woman or the way she dresses, for the way she dresses, right? So when you start doing that, or when you start looking down on women who are different from you, that's not what feminism is about.
Absolutely. So अगर हम इस साइड को भी थोड़ा devil's advocate करें, the individual crimes are not about lust, they're all about passion. They're all about, sorry, power. They're not about lust, they're not about passion. पर जो एक objectification का एक broader argument है, I think that does hold some merit, right? वो भी वो लोग ही करते हैं. अगर एक मेल्स राइट्स चैंपियन खलीलुर रहमान है, तो वो वही इंसान है जिन्होंने एक नीलम मुनीर के साथ आइटम नंबर बनाया था. The objectification or the sexualization of children. Netflix ने भी अभी recently एक मूवी बनाई थी which was very problematic, Cuties. तो वो जो एक broader culture है, I think that argument holds some merit, that the broader culture that sexualizes children, and I also feel making 5-year-olds, 4-year-olds wear burqas adds to that. It makes people see a 4-year-old as a sexual object. तो वो जो एक broader argument है कि जी in the moment it's about power, लेकिन एक broader culture जो आप बना रहे हैं where women are objectified, where children are sexualized, that is problematic. And I don't think the left is doing a good job articulating that.
I don't say anything about the left because I'm a little scared of
जो भी
the back.
मतलब liberal left जो भी progressive.
But the thing is, yes, this is an issue. और जो ये issue है objectification का, या especially sexualization of children, this is something we need to discuss. But again, as a society, we need to discuss it. Problem is that we feel uncomfortable discussing it, or we feel like we can brush it under the carpet. And actually, I don't know if you've seen this documentary जो I think Peshawar में बनी थी,
Pakistan's Hidden Shame.
Yes, where they had asked that truck driver कि why do you molest, why do you rape these young boys? तो उसने कहा कि ख़वातीन के साथ तो मना है, हराम है, तो हमें बस ये मिलता है, sort of a thing, and boys are more readily available, right? So it's also about this depravity in your society, and I think it's really important to talk about the sexual repression in your country, right? Because when people are repressed, these sorts of things do happen. Sexual violence and crimes of this nature do increase. So we do need to talk about this as well. But हम नहीं करते क्योंकि ये taboo subject है. अगर आप इस पर बात करेंगे, you will become controversial. So very few people, if any, talk about it.
बट कैसे भी करें ना, आई थिंक ये भी तो प्रॉब्लम है कि आप अगर थोड़ी एक्नॉलेजमेंट भी कर लें, लाइक फॉर इंस्टेंस अभी रिसेंटली ट्विटर पे कोई दादा, यार लिटरली कोई किसी के दादा टाइप थे जो अपनी ग्रैंड डॉटर के साथ किसी मेहंदी पे, इट वाज द क्यूटेस्ट थिंग, ही वाज जस्ट डांसिंग विद दिस 7-8 year old girl and people were like इसलिए तो, and I'm like इन चीजों का कोई ताल्लुक नहीं है, this has no connection with child assault.
But that's that sickness, right? Because जब आपको इतनी repression society में हो जाती है, आपको कोई भी चीज sexual लगेगी, right? So that's linked to that. Okay, as repression grows, the little things that you see, whether it's on TV, whether it's in real life, you're going to view it with that repressed mindset, and you know that in itself is a problem.
ये बात सुन के तो मुझे अंसार अब्बासी पे अब तरस आ रहा है, हम लाइक बेचारे आप समझे ना, आप उसको भी तो समझे, उसका बेचारा रिप्रेस्ड माइंड कि वो योगा देखते हैं तो एक्साइट हो जाते हैं.
I think वो हर चीज, हाँ, but I guess this proves the point ना कि अंसार अब्बासी साहब भी एक औरत को बिस्किट के इश्तिहार में नाचते हुए देखता है, so he gets turned on. I mean, that's a problem, that's a sickness, and he needs help for it.
Yeah, but again, how do we have this conversation about, and I think yes, feminists and feminist discourse का ये huge part है, and they are the ones who make this argument कि यार women are objectified, आपके जो item numbers होते हैं, लेकिन फिर हमजा अली अब्बासी उसको लेके 4 और बातें कर देता है, where we're like no 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 no, that's not what any of us are saying about this. And as usual अगर इमरान खान involved है तो nuance खत्म हो जाती है. How do we have a nuanced conversation about कि जी औरतों को ऑब्जेक्टिफाई नहीं करना, एट द सेम टाइम दिस आर्टिकुलेशन कि औरत मार्च तो एक फांसी मार्च है, बस ये चाहती हैं सड़क में नंगा. कौन चाहता है यार, कौन, पाकिस्तान में कितने कम लोग हैं जो ये बोलते हैं यार मुझे ये चाहिए कि मैं सदर में, फ्रे हॉल में, मज़ार कायद पे नंगे फिरें हम लोग, लाइक अपार्ट फ्रॉम फ्यू न्यूडिस्ट्स हु वांट टू और मे बी हैव दोज डिजायर. कौन, ये किसकी कभी लेजिटिमेट डिमांड आई है कि मैं चाहता हूँ लिबर्टी चौक पे नंगा खड़ा होना?
Basically, one of the issues is also this forced segregation in society, right? Because when you have, in ordinary circumstances, men and women so strictly segregated, when they're put in situations which they will be, जाहिर सी बात है जब दफ्तर में जाएंगे या किसी गवर्नमेंट बिल्डिंग में जाएंगे या बस में इकट्ठे बैठेंगे, so that interaction will happen. But because particularly men are not used to that, so they don't know how to act as well. So this forced segregation is also something that we need to talk about and discuss the problems with it, because a lot of these issues of harassment and inappropriate behavior stem from the fact that these men have no idea how to behave around women.
I think homophobia भी इसी वजह से काफी होता है, because again a thing we don't talk about, if you go to these cadet colleges, if you go to these all boys school, the amount of assault which is boy on boy, which just makes you fearful for life, because आपको लगता है कि ये तो हमेशा assault के लेंस से ही देखा जाएगा, दो मर्द प्यार कर सकते हैं ये तो कोई देख ही नहीं सकता, बर्दाश्त नहीं कर सकता. They just view it either in terms of assault or specifically child assault. HSN के जो लड़के हैं ना, इन्होंने पाकिस्तान बर्बाद किया हुआ है. किसी ने भी रिसेंटली ट्वीट किया था कि पाकिस्तान होगा शायद अलीगढ़ के लॉन्डो की साजिश. आजकल तो HSN के लॉन्डो की ये साजिश चल रही है. Where did you grow up? Did you grow up in Islamabad और लाहौर और इस्लामाबाद? ये मैंने लाहौर में देखा है. आई थिंक लाहौर में क्योंकि को एजुकेशन स्कूल्स कम है, दी आइडिया कि आप तो बस कॉन्कर करने जा रहे हैं ना, अगर आप LGS मन पे जा रहे हैं, बॉयज गेट टुगेदर एंड देयर लाइक उफ LGS के अंदर होंगे हम, लड़कियों से इंटरेक्शन होगा. सो द नोशन दैट यंग बॉयज एंड गर्ल्स कैन हैव हेल्दी इंटरेक्शन जस्ट डजंट एग्जिस्ट. सो ऑब्वियसली यू सी अ वुमन just in terms of an accomplishment, just in terms of a conquest, कि यार देखा मैंने बच्ची फंसा ली.
Also, one thing that I wanted to mention, Shahzad, is that in schools now, I don't know how it is for young boys, but for young girls, I know what it was like in my school, where you're actually sexualized in school from a young age, right? By your teachers in many ways. कि वो आपको अगर आपने थोड़ी सी लिपस्टिक पहनी हुई है तो वो कहेंगे आपने क्या गार्ड्स के लिए आप पहन के आई हैं, या अगर आपका गलती से यूनिफॉर्म में थोड़ा सा ब्रा स्ट्रैप नजर आ गया तो वो कहेंगे कि ये आप क्या फहाशी फैला रही हैं, आपको नहीं पता कि स्कूल में मर्द भी हैं. So this sort of thing also is very, very problematic, and we don't talk about this. And it's happened to me as a child as well, as a young girl. And us waqt, you know, the kind, how it makes you feel is so strange, because you're hearing this from a teacher, from someone who you trust, and it I don't even know how to put that feeling into words, but that definitely feeds into all of this culture.
अभी रिसेंटली किसी ने अमेरिका में भी यही ट्वीट किया हुआ था कि लोग जो कहते हैं यार वी आर मेकिंग यू ड्रेस बेटर टू प्रोटेक्ट यू, हाउ ट्रॉमेटाइजिंग इज फॉर अ चाइल्ड कि द चाइल्ड गोज टू अ स्कूल एट अ फैंसी, हम उसको फैंसी ड्रेस पार्टी कहते थे हमारे स्कूल में, बट कैजुअल क्लोथिंग में, and they're made to go back home ke wear proper clothing or wear decent clothing. Isn't that a lot more traumatizing than what she was wearing, to not be allowed into her school because she's seen as something dirty or something criminal almost?
Exactly. So that's also like that perception, and then it's, you know, that control thing again. And often it's done by, you know, women themselves, and that's also another issue.
Internalize हुआ वो होता है ना, it's like about keeping them in check.
Of course, of course.
थोड़ी अगर हम रोहेल हयात को, कुछ बहुत ही अच्छा म्यूजिक बनाया है उन्होंने बहुत ही ज्यादा साल, तो मेरी सारी एम्पैथी उनके लिए है. Can parents have this conversation? Is there any way to have this conversation with your children कि यार yes you're free to dress however you want, but अगर आप आशियाना जा रही हैं, if a parent is having that conversation with a child, is it fine? Because that was Rohel's take कि इमरान खान हमारे बाप हैं, वो बच्चों से बातें कर रहे हैं पूरे मुल्क की.
Honey, I don't agree with this paternalistic conception of government. So, vote, I think, is stupid. But conversations in the home, look, I think you can't dictate. हर family फर्क होती है. हमारी family में ये बातें होती थी कि, you know, कभी-कभी even my family, which is quite liberal, very progressive, you know, if I'm going somewhere in Islamabad where they feel, you know, I would be harassed if I'm wearing jeans, ये बातें होती थी. But एक तरीके से होती हैं. And that method is that you're not supposed to make your child feel like their body is something to be ashamed of, or that their body is a burden that they have to carry. So parents even have a responsibility that wo is conversation ko, they're the adults. So they have to, again, be very careful in ensuring that the child doesn't feel that this is a burden to carry.
There's also this notion, I forgot theorist कौन है, बट वो कहती हैं कि जब आप इस तरह की बातें करते हैं ना कि जी डोंट टाई योर हेयर इन पोनी टेल, like they're easier to pull, don't wear this, what you're saying is make sure that he RAP is the other woman and not you.
And also Shahzad, like for example, right, this thing that you've said, keep, you know, don't tie your hair, jis tarah kaha jata hai, keep, you're easier to grab or whatever. Can you imagine the trauma that a woman or a child goes through जब उन्होंने ये सारी चीजें की होती हैं और फिर भी उनके साथ जिनसी ज्यादती होती है या उनका रेप होता है, right? That's a doubly traumatizing effect, because then the child, you know, you feel like, did I not do enough? Did I not do enough to protect myself, when that onus is not on you?
I mean, in terms of a child, the onus is never on them. It's just sad that they even have to think about this. And I think कि ये सारी arguments bad faith हैं. सारी की सारी arguments जो दूसरी side present करती है वो इसलिए करती है so that they can continue committing assault with impunity. Even things like जी sex education now. एक तो I feel ये branding की गलती है. उसका नाम आपको change कर देना चाहिए. At least in Pakistan, sex education is not teaching children how to have sex. But to not have a conversation about good or bad touch with children is criminal. You're setting them up. You're literally, unfortunately, handing them to a platter, on a platter, to creeps and pedophiles के आप उनको बता ही नहीं रहे कि आपके अंकल, कोई आपका स्टाफ, कोई भी अगर आपको गलत तरीके से टच कर रहा है, that's a problem. To not have that conversation with children is,
और वो ज्यादा फैमिलीज के अंदर ही होता है ना, और बहुत से ऐसे केसेस मैं खुद जानती हूँ जहाँ फैमिली मेंबर्स कहते हैं कि आप चुप रहें, आप ना कुछ बोलें, खानदान की इज्जत आप तबाह कर देंगे. सो यू नो दिस स्टफ एज वेल, यू आर फेलिंग इन योर रिस्पांसिबिलिटीज दैट आर ओड टू योर चिल्ड्रन.
सारी ये बातें वो डेटा देखते ही नहीं है. I think what is the data, like 75% of cases are by somebody you know, whether it's a friend or a family member. So this इसमें थोड़ा क्लास है कि हम जब डिमोनाइज भी करते हैं, हम सड़क पे करते हैं ना कि यार इस सड़क पे रिक्शे वाले देख के ये कर रहे हैं, एंड वो कर रहे हैं, बिल्कुल कर रहे हैं, जो आपके साथ हुआ है कोई आपका एक्सपीरियंस इनवैलिडेट नहीं कर सकता. बट एनी टाइम वी थिंक ऑफ समबडी कमिटिंग असॉल्ट, we think of a creep on the street who's poor. We don't think of our family members. We don't think of our friends. Whereas 75% of cases वो इन लोगों से होते हैं.
In fact, sometimes you might even gloss it over because it is a family member. So you might think, this is not what I think it is. This is in my head. And I know young people who this has happened to. So I know that a lot of them kind of internalize that blame, this is in our heads. And they go into the state of denial, कि ऐसा तो मेरे साथ हुआ ही नहीं है.
ये अभी जो सबसे पॉपुलर केस है उसके बारे में भी किसी ने यही बोला था ना कि लड़कों को पता है, इसीलिए a lot of sexual assault is not that blatant. It's a hug that lasts a little long. It's a hand that moves a little lower, ताकि वो plausible deniability हो वहाँ पर.
Exactly, और I think ये जिस केस का आप इशारा दे रहे हैं उसमें भी
मिशा शफी एंड अली जफर, इशारा नहीं दे रहा, मैं बता रहा हूँ.
चले आपने कह दिया, that's good. But यही चीज होती है, and I think people like Ali Zafar, the reason his behavior is so problematic is because जैसे आपने कहा कि plausible deniability होती है, so predators know that. Predators know to do it when nobody is watching. Predators know कि, and इस extent तक कि they will still try to, let's say, that I'm in a situation where a serial sexual predator is touching me inappropriately, he'll make sure कि वो वापस जाएगा, मुझे मैसेज करेगा, मुझे फंसा देगा एक चीज में जहां मेरे मैसेजेस भी होंगे कि I'm behaving normally with him. So they know all of these things, and it's very calculated to protect themselves.
Are you working on the case? Are you part of the legal team?
No, I'm not part of the legal team.
I mean, the case is in the court. I'm sure हम दोनों के opinion सबको ही पता है इस पर क्या है. तो it's pointless getting into the merits of the case. But the reporting, the way it's been reported, कि जानबूझकर न्यूज़ लीक की जाती है, आप एक दिन रैंडमली उठते हैं, केस में कुछ भी नहीं हुआ होता और न्यूज़ वायरल हो जाती है कि मिशा को तो फांसी लगने वाली है, ये बहुत डिलिबरेटली किया जा रहा है.
अली जफर की जो लीगल टीम है ना, इट्स एक्चुअली अ पीआर टीम, and to their credit honestly, because I think जितने उसने इसमें वसाइल डाले हैं, जितना उसके पास पैसा है, उसने सारा लगाया है इस पे. और ये फेक न्यूज जो है, डिसइंफॉर्मेशन कैंपेन्स हैं कि आप, फॉर एग्जाम्पल जब ये FIA का हुआ था कि FIA has declared them guilty, मतलब है आपको एज अ लॉयर नहीं पता कि कानून क्या कहता है, कानून का प्रोसेस क्या है, गिल्टी डिक्लेरेशन या वर्डिक्ट कब आता है. सो इट्स ऑल्सो, I think it's very improper and dishonest when lawyers engage in this sort of behavior, because you know better and you don't have to do everything wrong that your client tells you to do.
You not know who these lawyers are, जो वेटर को देखते हैं बोलते हैं कैसे तूने मेरा यूनिफॉर्म पहना, जो अस्पतालों को अटैक कर देते हैं. हसन न्याजी आई थिंक डज अ लॉट ऑफ हिज PR वर्क, जिन्होंने वो एक एंटी, आई थिंक सो ही वाज यू खानों की भी टीम का पार्ट थे, उन्होंने एक एंटी मी टू वीडियो भी बनाई थी.
Oh yes, I remember that.
So again, there's some people that I'm just like, wait, what? He was also the lawyer for Khatija's case, and I think Khatija also works with him. Then I'm like,
I think, I remember जब ये मीशा का केस शुरू हुआ था और ये डिसइंफॉर्मेशन कैंपेन भी शुरू हुई थी, तो उस वक्त I remember बहुत से लोगों ने खदीजा को भी अटैक किया था कि how can you work with Hassan Niazi, and how could he be your lawyer when he says things that are so insulting to women. But I think देखिए, it's a bit more complex sometimes, and I think that yes, there is a responsibility also that women owe to women in these sorts of situations कि जब आप harassment का case हो या sexual violence का case हो, we have to have empathy with other women. But I think we can't blame her for things that he says or for his actions. The blame for that does solely rest with him. He is the one engaging in those actions. So we shouldn't shift blame away from him.
I think इधर थोड़ा आइडेंटिटी पॉलिटिक्स का भी मसला आता है, because one of, at least the person they put forward is a female lawyer and she keeps insisting कि मैं भी तो एक औरत हूँ.
यही वही हुआ था ना. आई मीन जब मैंने इस पे एक आर्टिकल भी लिखा था, जब हार्वी वाइनस्टीन का हुआ था, तो ही ऑल्सो हैड अ फीमेल लॉयर, एंड वो उसने एक पूरा खत लिखा था हार्वी वाइनस्टीन को कि यू नो दिस इज हाउ वी विल डिफ्लेक्ट, और ये हम करेंगे, एंड आई माई सेल्फ एम अ वुमन. तो बहुत स्ट्रेटेजिकली उन्होंने बैरिस्टर एम्ब्रीन को टीम पर डाला गया, क्योंकि वो खातून है, तो फिर लोग देख के कहेंगे कि और इसका दूसरी भी एक साइड है कि इट्स नॉट जस्ट कि अ वुमन इज रिप्रेजेंटिंग हिम. This is also so they can later say कि औरत ही औरत की दुश्मन है, right? So this is also part of it.
This again, जो आपने complexity की बात की, obviously nobody's blaming Khatija. B, we don't know the nuances in particular relations. सब जो internet पे आता है maybe at times is not true. Even though as a lawyer, I don't buy that argument कि भाई आप lawyer हैं, आप किसी का भी case ले लें, you're a professional. Part of the reason I did a law degree and burnt it was because मुझे समझ नहीं आता था कि ये compromise principles कैसे मैं दोनों चीज़ें चलाऊं. But even if you agree with that कि यार as a lawyer you're defending a murderer, it's a case, it's a profession. Social media पे जाकर जो चीज़ें कहना, to go out of your way, run smear campaigns, that's not part of your profession. That
Nor is yeah, it's not, and that's not part of your duty to your client. So आप वैसे over होकर extra करके आप कर रहे हैं, पता नहीं क्यों, इसकी वजूहात होंगी, but I don't know what those reasons are.
I think for a lot of men to support, because again let's say हमें नहीं पता merits, आपका ये belief है कि भाई let the courts decide, उसमें आएंगे कि वो courts करते क्या हैं, but let's say अगर आपका genuine belief है let the courts decide, but you want to believe Ali Zafar is innocent because you look at all your past instances, you look at everything that you've done. क्या इंटरेस्ट होगा वकार ज़का का to go out of his way and support a celebrity and to create this narrative कि जो famous लोग हैं उन पे तो झूठे इल्जाम लगते हैं. I wonder वकार ज़का का इसमें क्या incentive हो सकता है. I have no idea.
I wonder, I mean, if only I hadn't seen videos of him from the past, which make it quite clear what his motivations are. But yahi hota hai na Shahzad ke jo, and by the way, this is not, jab ye kehte hain na, not all men, but many men know this, ke their behavior is inappropriate. They know when they make a woman feel uncomfortable, but because it's not necessarily visible to other people, or because they have plausible deniability, they run to defend other people who have committed similar, who have engaged in similar actions against women and making them feel uncomfortable and violating their personal space, because they know कि कल को उन पर भी हो सकता है और फिर वो यही कहेंगे कि देखिए हमने तो कहा था कि ये फॉल्स एलिगेशंस लगती हैं. बट आई एक्चुअली वांट टू आस्क कि कौन से मेन हैं जिनके, पाकिस्तान में एटलीस्ट, जिनके करियर्स डिस्ट्रॉय हुए हैं इन एलिगेशंस की वजह से. अली जफर की जो मूवी है बॉक्स ऑफिस रिकॉर्ड्स तोड़ गई, प्रेसिडेंट अवार्ड कर रहे हैं हरासर को, प्राइड ऑफ परफॉर्मेंस, हर इवेंट पर, गवर्नमेंट के इवेंट पर उसे बुलाया जा रहा है. तो आई मीन कहाँ डैमेज हुआ है? बाबर आजम के खिलाफ भी जो केस हुआ था, हर रोज बाबर आजम ट्रेंड कर रहे हैं, बाबर आजम के लिए लोग तालियां बजा रहे हैं, ग्रेट क्रिकेटर. But I'm sorry, तो who suffers? Please, I actually want to know, how do men suffer in this?
This is my internal mirth coming out. I think let the courts decide what Babar Azam's case is. I am not going to say anything. I think let the courts decide. बहुत ही अच्छी बैटिंग करता है यार, बहुत ही अच्छी बैटिंग करता है.
नहीं, उसका by the way थोड़ा different case है, because it's not a case of sexual harassment. It's
शादी का वादा करके भाग गया ना, I think.
हाँ. So it's a bit different the case.
थोड़ा इस मडी कर देते हैं लोग, लाइक जिस तरह आई थिंक इमामुल हक और शाहीन आफरीदी के भी केस आए थे, बट दे वर सेक्सटिंग विद पीपल. इसमें क्या मसला है?
Look, I think as long as things are consensual, we need to start also drawing that boundary कि अगर consensual है, then you can't bracket it with the same thing that is non-consensual or forced.
And even problematic है, because I think I completely forgot क्या, one of them, please मुझे इस पे मत वो कीजिएगा कोर्ट, but either शाहीन आफरीदी या इमामुल हक, one of them was sexting with multiple women. Problematic, cheating. I don't know if he's married or not, but assuming he's not, he's sexting multiple people, और उनको सबको कह रहा है you're the only one. Problematic, bad behavior, not harassment.
Not harassment, so long as it's consensual. इधर जो एक थोड़ा सा मैं flag करना चाहूंगी ना कि if you're doing this with underage girls, that's where there's a problem, right? And a lot of these celebrities and cricketers and the like, engage in this sort of behavior with underage girls, and that is a problem.
This is also how कि आपने जो कहा था कि किसका करियर तबाह हुआ है, there at least one that I can think of who's very famous, who's trending on the trending page every single day, if not every single week, had multiple cases of minors reporting. क्या हुआ लोगों को पता भी नहीं होगा. अभी जब मैं कह रहा हूँ, people will be wondering ये कौन था. This is how little it matters.
I'm wondering what you're saying. Maybe I do know, but I'm not getting.
I say everything. The only time I fall short of criticizing people is when they're in the same field as me, because I know कि ये industry इतनी कमीनी है कि a lot of times people just run smear campaigns against other people in the same field just to bring them down. So I feel I will hurt the credibility of the case by going after these people. कुछ लोगों को लगेगा शहजाद इसलिए कर रहा है कि ये उनको ब्रिंग डाउन, इसलिए मैं इन लोगों के अपनी फील्ड में नाम नहीं लेता, बट गूगल करने सबको पता चल जाएगा.
मैं चेक कर दूंगी आप क्या बात कर रहे
हैं. अब इतना तो बता दिया, अब मैं बचा क्या मैंने सारी
नहीं सॉरी मुझे रजिस्टर नहीं हो रहा. आई मीन ऑनेस्टली इतनी चीजें इस मुल्क में हर रोज होती हैं, कभी कभी यू डोंट रजिस्टर a particular case. But I think देखिए whoever that person is, again the law has to take its course, but let's talk about what happens now when you go to court.
Before we get into that, I just want to read one of the most epic quotes I've ever read. मुख्तारा माई ने recently कहा कि मुशर्रफ कहते थे कि हम गैंग रेप करवाते हैं असाइलम लेने के लिए. आज वो असाइलम लेके मुल्क से बाहर बैठे हुए हैं और मैं अब तक पाकिस्तान में हूँ. I think ये एपिक कोट्स की बुक में ना ये सुनहरे इंक से लिखा जाना चाहिए, ये कोट
लिखा जाना चाहिए, और आई थिंक हर जनरल को भी ये सुनना चाहिए.
Iman, you're gonna get into trouble again. ये general criticism है. ये this is not criticism against anyone in particular. As we know in Pakistan, के general sentiment doesn't matter. General sentiment matters. तो क्या होता है?
A crime. Shahzad is going to become a crime to make fun of them. So
मैं retrospectively बता रहा हूँ. मैं सारे जो मैं बातें करता हूँ, they're against the BTS army. I'm against BTS army. हमारी army is best. They're
strong army.
applaud the best housing society in the world.
Yeah.
So when people say go to the courts, that's also a silencing technique, because okay, imagine एक कोई खातून है, उनके साथ हुआ, what happens? Let's go through
let's take Misha's case, right? Because that's a high profile one, and the reason it's important to talk about that high profile one is क्योंकि अगर इस तरह एक high profile case में हो रहा है, तो you can imagine situation बाकी ख़वातीन के लिए क्या है. She went to the ombudsperson, जो पंजाब में है, कि this is sexual harassment at the workplace, क्योंकि एक jamming studio में हुआ था. और modern day में workplaces फर्क होती हैं. It's not कि आप एक दफ्तर सिर्फ workplace होती है. तो she went to the ombudsperson. Ombudsperson ने I think कोई हफ्ते के अंदर में फैसला कर दिया. Quickest justice I've ever seen. So उन्होंने एक हफ्ते से कम या एक हफ्ते में ये फैसला किया कि हमारे पास तो jurisdiction ही नहीं है. तो उन्होंने कहा चले मैं चैलेंज करती हूँ इसे गवर्नर के सामने, लाहौर हाई कोर्ट के सामने, और अभी ये केस पेंडिंग है सुप्रीम कोर्ट में. इट्स बिन 2018 में ये फाइल हुआ था, एंड इट्स नाउ 2021, और हरासमेंट एलिगेशंस पर बात नहीं हुई क्योंकि फोरम की अभी ये डिबेट चल रही है और कि क्या एक्ट उस चीज़ को कवर करता है या नहीं. एक ये प्रॉब्लम होती है. दूसरी जो प्रॉब्लम हम देखते हैं कि इफ़ यू टॉक नाउ अबाउट ऑर्डिनरी नॉन हाई प्रोफाइल केसेस, के अगर आप जाती हैं टू रिपोर्ट सेक्सुअल असॉल्ट और हरासमेंट, तो आपको पहले तो जब आप पुलिस स्टेशन जाएंगे FIR दर्ज करने के लिए, अगर आपने क्रिमिनल उसका वो सैंक्शन किसी के खिलाफ करवाना है, तो जब आप पुलिस स्टेशन में जाएंगे, पुलिस आपको देखेगी ऊपर से नीचे, वो आप कोई किरदार पर आपके सामने कोई 10,000 असेसमेंट्स देगी कि आप अच्छा नहीं बट आपने ये कपड़े पहने हुए थे, अच्छा तो आप जानती थी उससे, अच्छा आपका दोस्त था, अच्छा आप उधर मर्जी से गई थी. इस तरह के सवाल आपको ट्रॉमेटाइज करते हैं कि आप कहती हैं मैं तो FIR दर्ज ही नहीं करना चाहती. एक और चीज़ जो होती है कि जब आप अदालत में जाते हैं आपसे, मैंने ये खुला और मेंटेनेंस के केसेस में भी देखा हुआ है. सो इट्स नॉट सेक्सुअल वायलेंस के केसेस ओनली. उधर इस तरह की तोहमतें लगाई जाती है कि तो बद किरदार औरत है, ये तो बुरी माँ है, ये लूज कैरेक्टर है, और ये मर्दों से मिलती है, और ये एक कोएड स्कूल में पढ़ती थी. तो इस तरह की चीज़ें रेज होती हैं, राइट? सो ऑलरेडी औरतों के लिए, और ये कोई मामूली सी बात नहीं है, इन चीज़ों पर ख़वातीन को कत्ल किया जाता है इस मुल्क में, उनके अपने ख़ानदान उन्हें कत्ल करते हैं। तो बहुत कम ख़वातीन होंगी जो इन सारे फैक्टर्स को एक साइड पे रख के कहेंगी कि जी हमने जाकर कोर्ट में इस चीज़ को परसू करना है।
या लोगों का मोबाइल चोरी हो जाए तो पुलिस के पास नहीं जाते, कुछ देर लाइक यार वहाँ बड़े मसले मसाइल हो गए. नाउ इमेजिन द वर्स्ट थिंग इन द वर्ल्ड हैपनिंग टू यू and you're made to recount that story multiple times. What's going through your mind telling that story in front of rooms full of men, whether that's in the police station, that's in the courtroom. It's not an easy process for anyone to go through. And आपने मिशा की बात की, high
And
profile.
not
Yeah.
And not just that, you're having to say this in front of men, but knowing that people don't believe you, knowing the judge doesn't believe you, knowing the police don't believe you, that's hurtful.
Even though अभी वो सुप्रीम कोर्ट की जजमेंट अच्छी है, is it 251 2020?
हाँ, वो जो criminal appeal वाली है ना? Yeah, that's a really good judgment. I wish Imran Khan and other members of his cabinet would also read it.
Can you tell people what it says?
Huh?
Can you tell people?
It basically talks about how it's not in a rape trial. It's not the victim that is under trial. It is the accused, and you cannot bring up sexual history. And even this is a very important thing they've said. They've said that even if a woman has had sexual relations in the past, that does not mean that in the present case she wasn't raped, right? This is really important because often people bring up a woman's loose character to invalidate the act of rape that she suffered. So this judgment in that sense is really, really important.
And hopefully it's a national narrative change हो, because you're right कि वो एक narrative बना हुआ होता है, right? कि think of one of the worst cases in recent memory, Delhi crime अगर किसी ने देखा हो, उसकी जो डॉक्यूमेंट्री है इंडियाज डॉटर, उसमें वो आकर कहता है कि उसको इससे क्या मसला था, वो तो एक लड़के के साथ रात को बस में जा रही थी. I'm not going to repeat it because it's so traumatizing, but you know what they did to her. And the guy's justification is इसको इसमें क्या मसला था, because she was with a guy at what 10 p.m. in a bus.
But this is that whole thing ना कि you draw, जब आप एक distinction draw कर लेते हैं कि एक respectable औरत कौन है, कौन काबिल एहतराम नहीं है, तो फिर why are you doing that? You're doing that because you think some women deserve to be abused, some women deserve to be raped. So, that is the mindset problem. And that's why, women are so angry about what the Prime Minister said, because it might not have any ramifications for him in his daily life. It does for me. It does for other women.
Yeah, it's the Madonna whore complex, ना कि या तो ये किसी की माँ बहन है, या तो ये पब्लिक anybody can do whatever they want with it. Like खलीलुर रहमान से कि मैं औरतों की इज्जत करता हूँ, वो जो औरत हो. आप होते कौन है डिफाइन करने वाले, कौन औरत है या क्या कौन नहीं है,
और कौन अच्छी, जिस तरह प्राइम मिनिस्टर साहब कहते हैं कि अच्छी माँ है, कौन है अच्छी माँ, कौन डिफाइन करता है?
किसी ने अभी ट्वीट किया हुआ था ना, आई थिंक रीमा डिड इट इफ आई एम नॉट मिस्टेकन, कि अगर कोई औरत प्राइम मिनिस्टर होती है जिसकी 2 डिवोर्सेस हो चुकी होती हैं, एक आउट ऑफ वेडलॉक बेटी होती है, वो इस तरह के मॉरल लेक्चर्स दे रही होती, तो आपका क्या ओपिनियन होता?
I read this as well, क्योंकि you can't imagine it. Imagine जो इधर women politicians के साथ जिस तरह होता है, and they, they're very careful कि उनकी जो personal lives हैं, it's like a spotless record. They try to make sure कि ऐसी कोई जगह पे वो नजर ना आए, ऐसी कोई बात ना वो करें, अपने male colleagues से वो distance रखें, इस तरह की चीजें. So I can't even imagine if there was a woman with his past, she would have been killed in this country. Forget about prime minister, forget about coming into government.
Do you feel ke did you follow the Aisha Gulale allegations?
I did.
ये भुला क्यों दिए हैं सबने? It's never brought up ever.
It isn't brought up, and I think an unfortunate thing that happened also was, it was very sad when she was standing in the assembly and trying to talk, and her voice was being drowned out. And I think एक औरत खुद से भी इस तरह की situation में जब होती है, वो traumatized हो जाती है, so sometimes she also doesn't want to pursue the issue anymore. And ऊपर से we know कि women who come forward with these things are threatened, so their lives are at risk as well, their family safeties are at risk, तो इसलिए भी वो कभी-कभी pursue नहीं करती.
बट और कोई सपोर्ट भी नहीं करता बिकॉज इट्स सीन एज पॉलिटिकल के ये तो पीएमएलएन ने बोला था इनको झूठ बोलने के लिए.
It is, and I think this happens in a lot of parties generally. कि जब आप and it's not just with the harassment allegations. It's generally कि अगर एक औरत के साथ बदतमीजी हो या उसके खिलाफ नाजेबा अल्फाज इस्तेमाल किए जाएं, so बहुत कम आपको नजर आएगा कि across party women will condemn that thing, right? So that's also another problem. कि जो within these structures itself, women are not willing to stand by other women.
If we flip this, let's say let's assume कि हम दोनों progressive हैं and we support people and believe all women is a mantra. But when Cynthia came out with her allegations, my instinct was like, my instinctive reaction was, let the courts decide, right? Like, I wasn't forthright with my support for Cynthia just because of Cynthia being Cynthia.
So I think it's not that I haven't made this mistake in the past. I have as well, and not just with Cynthia. It's happened before in some other case as well. But I think yes, we should in all cases say, let the court hear this and let the truth come out. Cynthia का थोड़ा सा एक complicated situation भी थी, but I don't want to talk too much about it because I feel like जब हम उसके अंदर चले जाते हैं ना, we start making it difficult for other women to speak up as well. So it's perhaps better कि उस हवाले से जो हो रहा है, whatever legal remedies she is to pursue, let that take its course, and if something was done against her will, then may the perpetrator of that face the full force of the law for it.
So not saying ये Cynthia के case में है, I do feel के थोड़ा skeptical होना, because she's known to not say the most truthful things in the past, is not a bad instinct. Again, you support her in case anything bad happens, but jitna main in case, let the courts decide, all these things that I'm saying, I would not have said it. Like in Misha's case, this is not my response. My response is not, in case something happened to her, let the perpetrator, जो मैं ये kneecap कर रहा हूँ इतने sentences. Is it also because the far right has now realized कि जी कुछ लफ्ज हैं, कुछ चीजें हैं, ये अगर आप use कर लें against certain people, so their careers are done, because the far right has co-opted at a smaller scale ideas like sexist, racist, at a larger scale the Me Too movement. And the reason मैं kneecap इतना Cynthia भी कर रहा हूँ, अभी she tweeted के finance, I don't know if you're following, but she's been retweeting against me के मैं अपनी financial statement दिखाऊंगी, तुम अपनी दिखाओ. And she is by great investigative journalism, she's discovered कि मैं Fulbrighter हूँ, तो US funded obviously, so she's like ये देखो ये तो खुद US funded है, जैसे मैं I was making any secret of being a Fulbrighter. But she just added to that कि he sexually exploits women, like the fact that but she knows na कि left or liberal will read कि Shahzad sexually exploits women, they'll be like, okay, let's stay away from this. So the right realizes that they just need to paint certain people with certain words.
And then you also have to see, look, I do believe Cynthia ka is wajah se bhi their problems. Okay, let's put it simply. If you go into court with an allegation, right? Nisha did not have a track record of making false statements. She did not have a track record of tarnishing the reputations of other women publicly. She did not have a record of doing the things that Cynthia has done, right? Which makes Cynthia, on the whole, I'm not talking about her assault allegations, on the whole, a not credible person, right? So when you go to court, obviously, the credibility of witnesses hoti hai. I'm not saying again about sexual assault, but generally, जो आपकी credibility hoti hai, उस पर तो लोग सवाल उठाएंगे, right? So even with एक तो ये है जो आपने कहा कि they co-opt, and this is true. We see this happening, and I don't want to say more on this actually, on the Cynthia case specifically. बिकॉज ये चीज़ भी फिर को ऑप्ट कर देंगे ना और कहेंगे कि देखें ये ईमान बड़ी ह्यूमन राइट्स चैंपियन बनती है बट सिंथिया को इसने डिफेंड नहीं किया बट I mean, when has Cynthia defended other women? And Cynthia has actually, जो उसने बेनज़ीर के हवाले से बातें की या जो और ख़वातीन के हवाले से बातें की, those are not acceptable and those are very damaging to the cause of women. So एक तरफ कहना कि you know ये ख़वातीन सारी बुरी ख़वातीन है, औरत मार्च you know गालियाँ आप उन्हें दें और मेरे साथ हुआ है और आप सब मेरा दिफा करें. Yeah, in what world does this happen?
But I mean, again, her character is not. ये बात है ना कि आपको सिंथिया के केस में नहीं कैप इफ इट हैपन टू हर अगेन इट डजंट मैटर व्हाट शी इज डन अदरवाइज बट द फैक्ट दैट मैं सिर्फ इफ कह रहा हूँ व्हिच आई वुडंट हैव इन एनी वेल मोस्ट अदर केसेस थोड़ा लाइक कॉम्प्लेक्स इशू है.
Of course, and I think look, any time, and I did. ये ज़रूरी होता है कि जब इस तरह की चीज़ें हो, you also introspect, right? And you look at your own positions on issue. बहुत दफ़ा मेरे साथ होता है कि I feel like on a particular issue, my position, I don't think that was consistent, and I need to look internally and see why that is the case. And अगर आपके जो जैसे सिंथिया के केस में हुआ है कि अगर personal likes or dislikes then dictate your position on an issue, that is problematic, and that's something that we do need to look at, and we do need to figure out these contradictions within ourselves. Nobody is perfect, so to say कि हम में भी contradictions हैं.
You had tweeted out a list of politicians with that women have gone, and Imran Khan and Aisha Gulale wasn't on it, I think. But
Imran Khan was on it, no?
I'm not sure. I'm not. But मुझे उनमें से सिर्फ एक नंबर किसी ने दिया था, 16 था या जो भी था, was Asim Sajjad Akhtar. And then a lot of people messaged me about that, and they said कि हमने internal investigations की, हमने WhatsApp groups देखे, and turned out it wasn't true. So should we even talk about it? Should we let it be?
Look, I'm not going to go into the allegations because I think that when a lot of women approach me every single day with their stories, and I'm not going to reveal their allegations because that reveals who they are. But one thing I will say is that this internal investigation that was conducted was a woman, member of AWP and also was a member of WDF, took these women, you know, and said कि देखें left वैसे भी इतना छोटा है और हम इतने से तो लोग हैं तो आप ये बात publicly ना करें क्योंकि ये हमारी movement को damage करेगा. And this I find very problematic because if you are standing and saying कि वो harasser है, ये harasser है, and you're calling them out, and फिर you turn around and say we don't support call out culture, it's damaging to our cause, I don't accept this hypocrisy.
The reason मैंने भी सवाल इस तरह से पूछा था is I don't know him personally. I've had him on the podcast. He's obviously he's brilliant. I don't know his personal life. I do understand that the far right and the state might be invested in destroying his credibility, but if they're personal cases that personally they've reached out to you, then absolutely. And अगर इस वजह से dismiss किया जा रहा है कि जी वो left hurt होगा, I think that's a bullshit reason, and there is a lot of sexism unfortunately in the left.
Yeah, of course. Look, शहज़ाद दोनों तरफ होता है, हर तरफ होता है. आप ये नहीं कह सकते हमारी मूवमेंट परफेक्ट है, उसमें कुछ खराब नहीं होता, हर तरफ होता है. So अगर आप क्या how do you improve larger society? You improve it by recognizing the flaws within your own movement as well, right? So ये जो एक blind acceptance है of people just because they're on the same fence as you, that's just a very weird thing to me.
Yes, but also to be skeptical of the far right, I think makes sense, right? We but see how
like if I and this is one problem that I had कि जब मैंने ये बात की थी तो इनके internal circles में ये बातें हो रही थी कि मैं pro establishment हूँ, मैं pro establishment हूँ, मैं far right तो नहीं but मैं right wing हूँ. तो you know these things are also कि आप एक और इट्स नॉट लाइक कि मैंने कभी पहले इनके साथ काम भी नहीं किया या इनकी मदद नहीं की जब इन्हें जरूरत पड़ी है. तो इस तरह की allegations दूसरों पे लगाना just because you don't like what they say, that's not on.
Set Asim Sajjad aside. I don't know about that case. I don't know what's happening. In general, whether it's Amar Ali Jan, whether it's Amar Rashid, the kind of whether it's Nida Kirmani यार के BLA supporter, वो एक झूठ कि she's a BLA supporter लेकर अब निदा किरमानी जो कह दे, right? She's a BLA supporter. She's a BLA supporter. Well-intentioned liberal progressives read that and be like, यार I used to support निदा किरमानी but she supports BLA. I will stop supporting her because वो एक झूठ इतनी दफा repeat किया जाता है. It's the same thing, right? कि अगर आप बोल दें जियो फेक न्यूज़ है, it doesn't matter what शाजिब खानज़ादा says. मैं शाजिब खानज़ादा का शो सुनता हूँ and I'm like, कोई कैसे डिनाई कर सकता है? इतने प्यार से स्टेप बाय स्टेप वो एक एक चीज़ सच्चाई से बताता है, कैसे कोई वो देख सकता है and does not believe what Shazib is saying. It's because it's on Jio and Jio को आपने as an इदारा तबाह कर दिया या Dawn Leaks की वजह से Dawn की credibility आपने hurt कर दी. So it doesn't matter what comes out in Dawn now. That's not news. That's fake news. तो ये क्योंकि state repeatedly करता है troll farms के through and a lot of well-intentioned people also fall into that. जब 100 लोग आपको troll कर रहे हो और एक genuine nuance तरीके से वो बात करे, so you club them all together. You see all 101 together rather than be like, no. ईमान कह रही है वो उस तरह नहीं कह रही जिस तरह बाकी 100 कह रहे हैं. So from their perspective, I see it. It's wrong, absolutely. But जब 1000 लोग आपको अटैक कर रहे हो ना, क्योंकि मेरे साथ बहुत होता है कि एक 1000 आर्मी अटैक कर रही होती है तो उसमें जो वेल इंटेंशन क्रिटिसिज्म भी होता है, I'm like ये इसको भी पैसे मिले हैं.
आई थिंक ये ऑब्वियसली हम जिन लोगों को हर रोज गालियां पड़ती हैं, चाहे वो आप हो मैं हूँ, ऑब्वियसली कि होता है कि ये सारे पेड़ हैं या ये सारे आर्मी बॉट्स हैं. No, but I do think, sometimes I do. So there's some of the abuse that I, kind of laugh at and ignore or whatever. But some of the criticism I do take. And I do think about it, especially if I feel कि, if it's on my words, because I know मेरा एक मसला है कि मैं, जज्बे में आकर बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग लैंग्वेज यूज कर लेती हूँ, जो कभी कभी अगर लोग आपके साथ एग्री भी करना चाह रहे हैं वो नहीं करते क्योंकि आपकी लैंग्वेज उन्हें अप्रोप्रिएट नहीं लगती, राइट? सो इसे भी थोड़ा देखना. आई मीन वेयर ऑल जो क्रिटिसिज्म आती है, वी हैव टू सेपरेट द पेड फ्रॉम द जेन्युइन क्रिटिसिज्म. मुश्किल होता है, but you can see if you're really being honest with yourself, I think you can kind of understand.
I feel publicly कोई well-intentioned attacks नहीं होते. A lot of times friends reach out in DMs who are like, this is what you're doing, this is why it's wrong, and I appreciate that a lot more, especially if people who know you and have worked with you and have stood with you. I'm like, yeah, you know me, why would you publicly try to drag me? Like, this doesn't make sense.
Yes, and I think a lot that does happen a lot. कि अगर आपको, if you know someone personally, you do reach out to them and tell them, I've heard this, or is this correct, etc. But I think when some people go public in their critique is when they feel that they have not been heard, where they feel that their good intentions in approaching you privately were disregarded. तो कभी-कभी ये भी होता है, and you have to factor that in as well.
And in terms of language, I don't agree with the tone policing, right? अगर आपने strong language use की है, yes, that might alienate some people, but look at what you're responding to. If an institution has murdered people and आपने F word use कर लिया, you can't equate the two कि यार हाँ तुम बात सही कर रही हो, but F word नहीं use करना चाहिए था. उन्होंने जाके 20 लोग मारनी है.
ये मेरे साथ बहुत होता है ना कि but why did you say this? Why did you say the prime minister does not have shame? Why did you use this word? He's the prime minister. So I mean, there I don't agree, of course. Tone policing नहीं होनी चाहिए, but I'm saying generally जो मैं criticism की बात कर रही थी ना कि कभी-कभी there's for example, I think the way Rima Umar speaks is she, measures her words very carefully. She's able to convey her point in a very eloquent way. So I think, agar koi aapko keh raha hai ki, we want to listen to you, but you're too aggressive or you're too hostile. I mean, I do sometimes think about it ki, if I want to be more acceptable to this person, but if I want to reach a wider audience, then what can I do to make that point clearer?
That's a pragmatic approach. It's not right or wrong wali debate, right? That's the benefit of a movement कि उसमें सारी knife है. You have a Nayab Gauhar Jan. but you also have a Marvi sir myth. And horses for courses, it's not like, unless आप कुछ problematic बातें कर रहे हैं, unless आप कुछ गलत कह रहे हैं, मुझे कोई स्ट्रॉन्ग लैंग्वेज से मसला नहीं है, क्योंकि मैं बहुत खुद गालियां देता हूँ लोगों को। ये मैं पर्सनल मेरी इन्वेस्टमेंट इसमें है।
मैं थोड़ी सी पार हो गई हूँ ना, क्योंकि एक दफा मैंने बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग लैंग्वेज यूज की थी, और एक्चुअली आई डिडंट इवन रियलाइज हाउ स्ट्रॉन्ग इट वाज. आई जस्ट थॉट इट वाज वेरी नॉर्मल टू डू दैट, बट यू नो उसके बाद मैं थोड़ी सी स्कार हो गई हूँ कि चलो लाइक यू नो ईमान, आप जज्बात में बहुत दफा आ जाती हो, सो यू नो कूल डाउन अ लिटिल बिट. एंड
are you scarred because you felt what you said was wrong, or are you scarred because you faced what you faced after that?
No, I'm scarred because it was a really, really difficult time for me and my family. And so it would have to do with, I guess, what we faced. And the threat of sanction was a very severe sanction. So that kind of was a time. And then I remember during that time, actually, Asma Jahangir had said to me at that time, you know, when you want to say something, you take 5 minutes and you take 10 deep breaths and you decide how you want to say it, right? Because she was also very...
Wait, Asma Jahangir was mincing her words? That was her
not,
after 10 minutes?
not
What did you originally want to say?
no, I don't think she was taking this, giving, you know, I think she's giving me this advice because she already knew exactly what to say, how to say it, and when to say it, and the way to say it. But I think, you know, she obviously, I had a different sort of a relationship with her because she's a very close family friend, and you know the way she was saying it was also in a very, you know, motherly way. Okay, jung bahut lambi hai, so don't get yourself killed in a small battle, sort of a thing.
या मुझे उज़ैर यूनुस ने भी एक बड़ा लेक्चर दिया कल परसों रात को बिठा कर, वेयर आई वाज लाइक मैं गिव अप कर रहा हूँ, मैं नहीं कर रहा, मैं बस कर बस होगी मेरी. ही वाज लाइक यार, you know, it's a long war and there are multiple ways. It's a lot more effective to do it from the shadows. I was like ठीक है, फिर मैं बेट बन जाता हूँ, मैं सामने जाता हूँ, सारी गालियाँ खाता हूँ, तुम लोग शैडो से लड़ो, हाइड्रा से. Because you know when you come out and you're the target and everybody just focuses on you, you're just like I'm done, never again. मैं बात ही नहीं करनी, मैं
You know, but
चित्राल में घर
sometimes
ले रहा हूँ और मैं खेती बाड़ी करूँगा. It's a dream of
I
mine,
think,
by the way.
you know, but honestly, I think it's not that bad. Like, at least for me, I don't think it's that bad जब मेरे ऊपर कोई, you know, abuse या तनकीद directed होती है. But I think one thing, like when that video thing had happened with me and when Asma Khala had said all of this stuff to me, my father was really upset, you know, and my father was very hurt because he was seeing like these really obscene cartoons being made of me and these vulgar comments being made. So my dad didn't understand, you know, like why is this happening to my daughter? And seeing him that way really upset and scarred me actually.
आई थिंक हमारी मेमोरी बहुत छोटी है. एक जर्नलिस्ट है जो एक फेक अकाउंट रन करते थे, गुल कार्टून्स और समथिंग लाइक दैट, यूज्ड टू मेक रियली रियली ऑब्सीन कार्टून्स, एंड नाउ ही इज अ जर्नलिस्ट. एंड
I don't remember this. I don't know
हाँ,
enough.
वो उस जमाने में मेरे पे बने थे ना, इसलिए मुझे याद है पर्सनली.
अच्छा,
हाँ
मुझे
हाँ,
भेज
बट सबीन के बारे में बहुत ही बुरे कार्टून्स. इट्स जस्ट, you can imagine the
yeah.
absolute worst. So yeah, it's not what you said, right? It's the backlash. And then you also made a video के हसास इदारों ने आपको कांटेक्ट किया था उसके बाद.
नहीं, look, what happened basically was that I was kind of told it would be a good idea if I did not come back to Pakistan because I might not be able to leave if I came back. So I remember I was actually doing my master's in Vienna at the time, and I had to stay there over the break and everything because I couldn't come back. And you know, मुझे कहा गया था कि you know, आप अगर कोई काम करना चाहेंगी तो आप नहीं कर सकेंगी, आपने लिखना होगा, कोई अखबार आपके कॉलम नहीं छापेगा, आपको कोई टीवी चैनल नहीं बुलाएगा, these sorts of things. But you know, कॉलम भी छप गए, काम भी अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह अच्छा जा रहा है और टीवी पे भी बुलाई जाती हूँ, तो आई थिंक वो थ्रेट्स, एम्प्टी थ्रेट्स थी.
तो आपने हटा दी ना वीडियो?
Actually, Shahzad, मैंने backlash के बाद नहीं हटाई. मैंने after 3 minutes of uploading it, one of my close friends called me and said, "Iman, are you crazy? Your parents are going to get killed. Remove that video right now."
But I mean, that's the same thing, right? It's the fear of the backlash.
हाँ, I guess so. So मैंने उस वक्त actually I removed it within like 3 minutes of uploading it or something, but by that point it had already gone viral. So yeah.
It's not because you said it, it's because you're Shiri Mazari's daughter.
Of course. Why else would anyone care about what I have to say, right?
How do you contend with that? Because I don't think it'll take you at least another decade of work before people stop seeing you as Shiri Mazari's daughter.
I could
Or
honestly
maybe
win.
never.
No, I could win the Nobel Peace Prize, and I think people in this country would still only refer to me as Shireen Mazari's daughter. And honestly, I don't really have a problem with it. I am her daughter. I own that she is my mother. I love her very much. I have a lot of respect for her, and I think that I'm not ashamed to be her daughter. So I don't have a problem with that. But yes, obviously, because I do work very hard, and I have my own separate career, and I have my own opinions. It does become a bit difficult sometimes because I know that she faces a lot of problems and barriers in her work because of things that I say. So it obviously kind of puts me in this position where I do feel guilty sometimes, and I do feel like if it wasn't for me, Pakistan might have had their first female defense minister. If it, wasn't for me, a lot of other things might also have happened. But then I do remind myself, it's not on me. It's on those men who feel so insecure and who want to blackmail families. It's on them. It's not on me. But ye hota hai, internally, I do sometimes think.
But I mean, your mother was you a few years ago. उनके अखबार पे छापा नहीं मार दिया था आईबी ने for criticizing them?
तो वही मैं उन्हें यही कहती हूँ ना, जब भी मुझे कहती हैं कि एटलीस्ट सोच समझ के करो, यू डोंट नो, मेरे लिए तो मसले क्रिएट करती हो, तो आई ऑलवेज से आई एम लाइक अम्मा, आई एम बेसिकली जस्ट यू, except I have a Twitter account. You didn't have a Twitter account
You
when you
had
were
a
my age.
newspaper.
Yeah, you had a newspaper which got raided. So,
Yeah.
At least my office hasn't been raided yet. So I'm still better off. But
It's a
I think
double-edged sword, right? Like even when I look at Bilawal Bhutto, dynastic politics, PPP sub. On the flip side, your mother died, your mamus died, your grandfather died. You're probably scared for your life every single time you get out. I don't envy him. I don't want to be him. He has all the privilege in the world, but he has issues that nobody else can relate to. So you have issues that nobody else can relate to. But then if you were a Baloch student making that video, you wouldn't be alive because you're
I
Shri
would,
Mazai's daughter. There's a privilege that you're alive and safe because of that as well.
Of course. And I think that's one of the main reasons I do continue to speak, right? Because I know that someone, like you said, अगर below student बोलेगा उससे तो, उसकी लाश को पत्नी कितने हजार पीसेस में वो कर देंगे, बट मेरे साथ वो अल्लाह का शुक्र है अभी तक नहीं किया. बट ऐसा नहीं है कि मुझे धमकियां नहीं दी गई कि हम आपके साथ ये करेंगे वो करेंगे. किसी भी पेरेंट के लिए regardless of whether she's a minister or not, to feel that your child's life is under threat, it's not a nice feeling.
इसलिए मुझे जो ये थोड़ी सी लिबरल्स अप्रोप्रिएशन वाली डिबेट करते हैं ना पाकिस्तान में, आई एम अ लिटिल कॉय अबाउट दैट. बिकॉज अगर हम लोग नहीं बात करेंगे, ठीक है, अगर मैं लोगों को लगता है एक सुन्नी सिसजेंडर्ड मेल हूँ और प्रिविलेज कम्स विद दैट, हाँ, क्योंकि मैं कर सकता हूँ. It's not like I'm appropriating by talking about Hazaras. It's not like I'm appropriating by talking about Shias. It's because we have a certain privilege to talk about these things. और अगर हम भी नहीं करेंगे सिर्फ इसमें कि यार किसी को ये ना लगे हम अप्रोप्रिएट कर रहे हैं, भाई कोई क्रेडिट नहीं मिलता पाकिस्तान में आपको इन चीज़ों से. आप जलीली होते हैं हर जगह से. But if we don't do it, then nobody will. These conversations will not exist in the mainstream.
No, and you have a responsibility too, I feel, because you do come from privilege and you are again, Shahzad, let's not
I'm
make
not.
any mistake.
I'm not.
No, एक second. मैं सिर्फ ये कह रही हूँ कि just because you can be me, you can be anyone who comes from privilege, are protected to an extent. Let's not make any mistake in thinking that we are protected forever or that we are, protected beyond a certain barrier, because they've killed prime ministers, they've killed, whoever they wanted to kill. So privilege also only protects you to a certain degree.
Yeah, and it's also what happens, right? Like maybe Black Widow नहीं आएगी, but maybe वो मोबाइल चोरी इंसिडेंट में हो गया, That's very possible. There are people who are in the same circles as me where it was like, oh, Sabine organized a Valentine's Day event. Really, Sabine
But
organized a
Shahzad,
Valentine's Day
people
event?
believe this.
Really?
People believe this, right? And they
You got dragged
genuinely,
recently, right? For
yeah,
this.
oh yeah, I did.
Yeah.
But I found the dragging really funny. But it is like these, and then they're like, you're a conspiracy theorist, and you're just wondering, you know, I'm just not stupid. You know, it's not my fault that you can't see, connect the dots.
I do want to make a movie about this. You know, Saad Aziz was my classmate. And I was friends
Was
with her, yeah, in Lyceum.
what?
Yeah, and I
What was he
became
like then?
यार ये अब ये कॉन्वर्सेशन करना भी मुश्किल है बिकॉज लोगों को लगता है एक मेरी एम्पैथी मुझे मार देती है राइट लाइक व्हेन इट हैपेंड I had two instincts. First, I was in New York. I was like, should I apply for asylum? Because he had messaged me a few days, well, maybe a few months, कि क्या कर रहे हो? Let's hang out. And I was like, of course, bro. We shall hang out. मैं कराची वापस आता हूँ तो मिलते हैं. मुझे क्या पता था कि यार he's turned and become a fundamentalist. एक मेरी instinct ये थी self preservation कि oh shit, if I was in Karachi and he had messaged कि oh we went to school together, let's hang out, I would have went and seen him. B, I was like, could I have done more? Because, you know, he was one of those kids who couldn't fit in, wanted a sense of belonging. And it's these kids that radicals um, give a sense of belonging to. You're a part of community. Even that community is hateful, is literally they're terrorists. But वो एक sense of belonging आपको मिल जाता है. I'm part of this tribe. And then slowly you start believing everything that they believe in. You slowly start seeing everybody else as the enemy. You get a sense of self-esteem that you've never had, which comes from your identity as a Muslim and being the right Muslim. All these wrong Muslims all around you who are less than you. So then I was like, could I have done more? Could I have stayed in touch after Lyceum? Could I have stayed friends with him? If he was friends with me, would he have ever become this? So it took a long while for me to get over this guilt. That you can't really save anyone. It's just people become who they become. So, but it's interesting that two people who were in the same school got the same education, were friends. He became what he became. I became what I became. It's maybe at the right time, अगर आप right sense of belonging or self-esteem or identity सारे therapy कर लें, at the right time, if men go to therapy, I think the world will be fixed. Hitler should have stayed a painter. So, but yeah, so like all this criticism, which is like Shiri Mazari's daughter, do you like ignore it now, or do you be like, yeah, hota rahega, or do you think about it?
Yes, obviously, sometimes it's annoying. Like anything I say when people are like, ask your mom to resign. And I'm like, one, do you think that I don't fight with my mother every single day in our house? Like, do you think we don't argue about the same things that I'm talking about on Twitter? And number two, कि like अगर वो मेरी ज़बान नहीं बंद करा सकी तो मैं किस तरह उनसे रेजिग्नेशन लूँ? Like, you know, it goes both ways. आप उनसे जाकर पूछ लें, वो शायद आपकी बात सुन लें, but मेरी नहीं वो सुनेंगी.
ये पॉडकास्ट करके मैं जरा कम रैडिकल हो गया हूँ. पहले मैं बहुत ज्यादा रैडिकल था. अभी मैंने ये रिचर्ड हैरिस वाली गलती कर दी where I'm like, okay, progressives maybe have a point. And I also blame Iman because I was in Lahore. I'd not even seen everything. Iman's the one who sent a screenshot. I was like, oh shit, you हो गया है. तो वो मैंने प्रोग्रेसिव का क्रिटिसिज्म कि यूर प्लेटफॉर्मिंग अ फैसिस्ट थोड़ा दिल पे लेके वीडियो प्राइवेट कर दी थी. बट देन आई आल्सो थिंक अबाउट कि यार if you don't have these conversations across the aisle, if you don't talk to people you disagree with, तो फिर हम अपने इको चेम्बर्स में चलाते रहेंगे. And yes, certain people might be terrible, but उनकी audience तो है. I fail to accept के 80,000 people are the worst and unsavable. आप बस अपने जैसे प्रोग्रेसिव से बातें करते रहें और इन सबको छोड़ दें.
Yeah, I completely agree with you, and this is a problem. आप कोई भी discussion देख लें किसी भी platform से, so you just see like-minded people there, and this is a problem because you don't have that exchange of ideas. Not to say that all the ideas that they, you know, endorse are good ideas or not dangerous ideas, but that doesn't mean that you don't engage with people who come from different perspectives than yours, or people, you know, who have completely different views from you. I mean, I have like a lot of friends who are hardcore PTI supporters, you know.
And family members.
and family members, but you know, you can't choose your family, you choose your friends, sort of a thing. But would there be, you know, like I actually love talking to them because I think that you get to, you know, argue and debate, and it's always more fun to do that than it is to just sit with someone who has the same opinions of you and you're like just like जी हाँ मैं भी ये सोचती हूँ आप भी ये सोचते हैं, sort of a thing.
And I think better speech is a great response to bad speech. अगर किसी के ideas हैं कि जी ये मसले हैं और इस वजह से और मास गलत है, और like नहीं actually ये है, तो maybe 1 out of every 10 of their audience are like, wait, that person has a point, let me look up. Even if you're like, आप manifesto देख लें, if 1 out of 100 people look up the manifesto of Aura March and like, wait, this makes sense, Richard गलत कह रहा है, you've done something, as opposed to just तुम fascist हो नहीं, तुम fascist हो, तुम cancel हो, तुम cancel.
Like, this is why I have a lot of respect for Nayab also. She's able to do this where she has like so much patience to engage and to explain things in such a civil and polite way. And I think she does convince a lot of people because of that as well.
Is she your favorite John family member? She was about this.
Look, I'm kind of annoyed at her right now because she wasn't giving me enough attention yesterday. But yeah, I would say that she is.
I'm Team Amar. Sorry, Nayab, I love you, but
No,
मुझे symbol of Titans बहुत अच्छा लगता है.
No, I really have a lot of respect for him, and you know the work that he does. It's very difficult, and to kind of put yourself in that line of hate constantly, and you know that takes a lot.
So people don't have the same issue as you, and you're a lot more in the public eye, but I'm sure there are a lot of progressives who similarly butt heads, and especially I see this with 16, 17-year-olds. और मैं थोड़ा सा recoil करता हूँ, शायद मैं बुढ़ा भी हो गया हूँ. You know, when certain times they post screenshots of things their dad has said and their mom has said, and it's their platform, they have every right to do that. But I'm like, maybe in 4 years you'll regret doing this. So जो घर पे लोग हैं, who are sometimes, especially 16, 17, 18, who are struggling के I disagree with my parents on everything, मेरे progressive values हैं, इनकी values मेरे से अलग हैं, but to still keep that love, that we love each other as family members even if we disagree on everything. Is there anything you'd like to tell them कि वो दोनों चीजें साथ कैसे चलें? Because I'm assuming you've struggled with it.
I think you do struggle with it, and I think my mother struggles with it too. It's not you know, because I'm her daughter, I don't irritate.
Tell her to come on this podcast. हम फिर उनसे perspective लेंगे next.
She doesn't listen to me. I can't tell her. No, but I think you know, it's a very difficult thing to manage, especially when in the heat of the moment, right? कि आपने in the heat of the moment, you're so passionate and you're disagreeing, and you know, you're also looking at that person and thinking, why are you saying this, or what you're saying is so wrong, and it just goes against everything that I stand for. And if this was a friend of mine, you know, I probably wouldn't be, you know, talking to them like this or whatever. But you know, reminding yourself, and you have to do it very consciously, reminding yourself that there's a distinction between the personal there, the love and the affection and all of that, and then the political. Because honestly, and I say this to my mother as well, I'm like, I don't want to ruin my relationship with you over Imran Khan, or, you know, over some politician who doesn't care in any case, you know. So we have to remind ourselves of this constantly, कि वो पॉलिटिक्स अपनी जगह आप बहस करो, आप डिसएग्री भी करो, and disagree strongly, but don't let that change like the intimacy of your relationship or the love you have for one another, because that thing is separate.
एक मैं भूल गया किसका कोट है, बट बहुत अच्छा कोट है कि unless your opinion lies in the denial of my existence, I can talk to you. The only, like, अगर कोई कहता है कि नहीं इस marginalized community को तो मार ही देना चाहिए, that's not an opinion you can engage with. But short of that, you can separate the person from the political beliefs. I think maybe लोगों को शायद ये भी मसला होता है कि कभी-कभी it comes off as a sham कि अगर जुबैर उमर और असद उमर अलग पार्टी में हैं, then you're just like, do they actually believe in what they're saying, or is it just like a नौकरी कि मैं इस कंपनी के लिए काम करता हूँ, तुम इस कंपनी के लिए काम करते हो?
I think, but you know, I do think a lot of people, by the way, think this, because I get a lot of these tweets which are like good cop, bad cop, and I'm just wondering who the good cop is and who the bad cop is. But I think, you know, I think in our home, and this isn't just the case with me and my mother, like everyone in our family has such different opinions, and they're all very loud and aggressive and stubborn. Like, you know, my uncles, my dad, like, you know, my daddy is a PTI supporter, my dad likes PMLN, my brother hates politics. I mean, you know, it's like a khichdi of ideas. So us tarah se, there's no, you know, like there's no need. There's no need to play good cop, bad cop. I'm not in politics. I'm not a politician. I don't have political ambitions. So I don't see it like that.
I mean, again, you're public about it. I'm sure Imran Khan's sons disagree with 90% of the things he says. I mean, look, I'm sure I like अगर इमरान खान कहता है कि जी औरतों के पर्दा ना करने की वजह से चीज़ें हो रही हैं, तो आपके बेटे जिस मुल्क में रहते हैं वहाँ तो कोई पर्दा नहीं होता, तो क्या आपके बेटे खुदा ना खास्ता बड़े होके इस तरह के काम करेंगे क्योंकि वो एक ऐसे मुल्क में रहते हैं जहाँ पर्दा नहीं होता, तो वो क्योंकि ऑनलाइन वीडियोस नहीं बनाते।
हाँ, बट ये भी एक और चीज है ना, ये भी हमारी हिपोक्रेसी एक हो जाती है कि अगर आप एक बात कर रहे हो और अगर आप उस बात में यकीन करते हो तो क्यों ना आप वो बात पब्लिकली करो. लाइक जस्ट बिकॉज समवन इज योर रिलेटिव डजंट मीन दैट यू एग्री विद एवरी सिंगल थिंग दैट दे से.
या नूर बिन लादेन के ओपिनियंस अगर आप देखें, नूर बिन लादेन एज अ ट्रम्प सपोर्टर, हमको बहुत एक मेरी कॉग्निटिव डिसोनेंस हो गई थी. आई स्टार्ट फॉलोइंग नूर बिन लादेन and I read her opinions. She's a Trump supporter.
By the way, my brother actually likes Donald Trump.
So you have bigger fights than Imran Khan.
I have, yeah, bigger fights than that. So.
बहुत ये ट्रेवर नोआ बहुत ज्यादा ड्रैग हुआ था, बट उनकी पेशेंट गोई सच साबित हो रही है. ट्रम्प और इमरान खान बहुत पैरेलल्स हैं and a lot of times, especially with the COVID response, I would see what Trump was saying. 2 days later, the PTI government would start saying the same things, especially things like the cure can't be worse than the disease. I was like, ये Trump का direct quote है जो आप लोग tweet कर रहे हैं.
Well, personality overlaps here, and I think Trevor Noah did such a fantastic job at highlighting them. But you know, suddenly, like all of Pakistan started to hate on him, bichara.
I hate on him because he's not Jon Stewart. I grew up with Jon Stewart, and nobody can be Jon Stewart. And I think Trevor Noah is a phenomenal stand-up comedian. I just think he's not the Daily Show. Also, bichara maar khata hai because John Oliver, Stephen Colbert all do such a better job at doing what the Daily Show was. Even Samantha Bee. तो वो Trevor थोड़ा सा pales in comparison.
आप तो हैं ही comedian and you have a sense of humor. I'm always told I'm not funny and I have no sense of humor. My dad says to me every day कि तुम please like go get a sense of humor. You are really lame. So you know I really like him, but I don't know. I'm not an authority.
His stand-up is phenomenal. I think he's one of the greatest working stand-ups in the past decades. बस वो Daily Show लगता है he's from the outside talking about it, right? You never get the feeling कि ये दिल से आ रहा है. Even when Stephen Colbert got serious after a school shooting or John Oliver passionately says कि यार क्या कर रहे हो तुम लोग, वो लगता है थोड़ा दिल से आ रहा है. ट्रेवर का लगता है कि बस वो surface level joke है. He's going for the joke as opposed to the issue itself. At least that's what I feel like. जो good cop bad cop आपने बात की, आप पे नहीं अप्लाई होता, but I do feel, I genuinely feel PTI does that. कि आजकल फवाद चौधरी बड़े लिबरल हो गए. I love everything फवाद चौधरी says and I'm like bro यार ये तुम्हें assignment मिला है या तुम वाकई तुम्हारी एक late stage enlightenment हुई है कि तुम इतनी अच्छी बातें कर रहे हो तुम.
I think you know there's this constant attempt to confuse us, you know, ताकि हमें कुछ समझ ना आए कि किस तरफ जा रहे हैं, क्या हो रहा है. I don't know if you know this particularly Fawad Chaudhry is like this deliberate attempt or not, but genuinely the impression I get from him is कि you know whatever he thinks he says, and there
थाली का
are
बैंगन कहते हैं उसको उर्दू में.
किससे क्या?
थाली का बैंगन, do you know what that means?
I haven't heard that.
It's like rolling moss कि जिस तरफ हवा चल रही है. I mean Fawad Chaudhry was what the spokesperson for PPP, then the information minister for PTI. तो जिस तरफ हवा चल रही हो, but आजकल बहुत हसीन बातें करते हैं.
हाँ नहीं, I like some of his tweets that he posts. Especially I just love that he you know gives it to the mullahs. That I really like.
आज उन्होंने सटल तरीके से बड़ी स्मार्ट हरकत की. So he was like, you know, contempt laws need to be criticized. If you are to be respected, it should not be illegal to criticize you. you should earn that respect. This is why I'm against contempt of court laws. And I'm like, you're not talking about contempt of court. We all know what you're talking about. ये तुमने फ्यूचर के लिए रखा है कि बाद में कोई ट्वीट ब्रिंग अप करे तो लाइक मैं तो contempt of court की बात कर रहा था, मैंने तो बात ही नहीं की उसकी.
These politicians are really smart, yeah. They're very clever.
So ये PTI good cop bad cop करता है, where they have in their part, like for instance, like even your mother, I'm sure उन्होंने अली खान को एक दफा ड्रैग किया था, but do you know अली खान एक मिनिस्टर हैं जो ऐसी बातें करते हैं. Yes.
Yeah.
Where you're just like, ये तालिबान लेवल बातें हैं.
He's crazy, honestly. I think that he's just he's actually, like, when I listen to him talk, I feel bad. Like, I feel a little bit scared of his opinions.
But ये थोड़ा सा लेफ्ट और लिबरल को भी क्रिटिसिज्म फिर जाएगा. I mean, it's easy for us to see it when it happens in PTI. I was a little surprised to see a lot of really progressives support Maulana Fazlur Rahman. I can't ever get myself to support Maulana Fazlur Rahman. Even if supporting him means the fall of a government I disagree with on 99% of the things.
No, I completely agree that I had said that. I remember when PDM had started as well. कि ये आप क्या हमारे साथ मजाक कर रहे हो? And as a woman, I can't support it. Like, how can a woman, and I honestly, I don't know how Maryam Nawaz does it. I don't know how she can stand next to him and, use the same, be on the same platform. I know this whole argument that people bring, it's for a bigger cause, it's for something greater. I think like this is where these things matter though, because if you're trying to work for a democratic, inclusive Pakistan, then you can't have someone like this on your platform.
I guess it's where everybody draws the line. For instance, I don't have such a big issue supporting Maryam Nawaz or Bilawal Bhutto because I'm like, yes, dynastic politics, privilege, all the things I disagree with. But agar this brings sachi democracy, if this brings ke ji democratic leaders faisla lenge, I'm willing to stand behind you for the future. कि दो democratic governments आएं तो तीसरी में फिर people like Amal Jan, people like Jibran Nasir, maybe they would come once you have a democratic tradition which is set, even if that means कि आपके पहले दो prime minister मरियम नवाज और बिलावल भुट्टो होंगे. मौलाना फजलुर रहमान, that's a bit too far.
Let's not forget that democratic tradition also starts within parties, right? So how democratic internally are the PPP or the PMLN? And that is something that I do think about. If you want to bring democracy within the country, you also have to have that democracy within your party.
Absolutely, but I don't let the perfect be the enemy of the good. Like for instance, अगर हम genuine कहें कि 2018 में होते, the reason we see people like Jibran Nasir, Ammar Ali Jan, Ammar Rashid in politics is because we had 10 years of democracy. जैसी भी थी, बुरी थी, अच्छी थी, सहारे बेसाखियों पे थी. You see a lot of people you want, like a Mohsin Dawar, to be in the National Assembly, is because एक democratic tradition था, एक रास्ता था जो Mohsin Dawar देख सकता था. And I can see that कि अगर ये 20 साल होता तो ये चीज़ और कितनी प्रोग्रेस हो सकती है. आप एक हैं, 10 मोहसिन दावर होंगे. तो आई एम विलिंग टू बी लाइक कि ठीक है, इवेंचुअली चीज़ें सही होंगी, आप उसको चलने तो दें. आप उसकी टांगें बार बार तोड़ देते हैं. समथिंग इज फिजियोथेरेपी. द आइडिया इज नॉट कि ये सही नहीं चल रहा है, इसको वापस व्हीलचेयर पे बिठा दो. द आइडिया इज क्या, स्लोली उस चीज़ को बिल्ड करें. PMLN, PPP, आर दे बेटर पार्टीज टुडे than they were 10 years ago? Yes, they're better parties today than they were 20 years ago. Are they the best?
Yeah,
Not really.
I think this is, and I think that's why a lot of people, even who I know are very progressive and secular, even they do support PTM for that reason. They see it as something bigger. They see it as something that's fighting for that democratic tradition in the country. So
is it just, do you think we're still not old enough? क्योंकि मैं जितना बच्चों को देखता हूँ, I'm like, तुम बड़े हो गए ना. जो things I hated being told as a child, now I look at 18 years, I'm like, when you're my age you will realize. तो ये जो progresses भी हैं, ये जो fiery progresses भी हैं. I mean, your mother had a newspaper that was raided. This is how much she believed in a cause, and now she's willing to be a member of PTI. Is it just कि हम भी बुढ़े हो जाएंगे तो we'll be like, नहीं कुछ आपको compromises करने पड़ते हैं.
Look, I think, I mean, I can't speak from the other side of the fence because I still think that I'm not that old. But I think definitely, जैसे आप बड़े होते जाते हैं, you realize कि things that you feel or said in your idealism, sometimes you do need a little bit of room to bring other people on board to, and I think that's the way politics works, right? So I don't think that that's necessary कि जब आप बड़े होंगे ये सब के साथ होगा, but politics specifically also is like that. You can't be in politics without compromising. I don't think you can. And that's, you know, one of the reasons why I have a lot of respect for politicians for this reason, that I think you know, you to contest an election, to get people to like you, to support you, it's a very difficult thing. And two, you can't in a political party, and I've seen this up close, you might have strong opinions on something, but that's not how everyone in your party will think. And ultimately, when you are part of a collective, you have to go by that collective line rather than what your individual opinion is in a lot of cases. And again, that's in politics, but then that kind of seeps into other things as well with other movements and stuff. Okay, if you're, you know, organizing a movement jahan you have a committee और वो committee फैसले लेती है और आपकी राय मुख्तलिफ है उस committee की राय से, तो अगर आप majority राय पर जा रहे हैं तो फिर आप अपनी individual opinion को नहीं express करते, because that's seen as going against that line and damaging what that movement stands for.
But वो depend करता है ना राय क्या है. So like अगर हम PTI specifically बात करें, if your mother is sitting in the same place as Ali Muhammad Khan, how does she can't manage to pull him to the left, she can't manage to make him see sense, and she's gone public with the criticism of him, so obviously she vehemently disagrees with him on anything. But she's in a party that empowers him, that she's in a party that gives him a position to say that, she's in a party which allows him a platform where he can spew that hate. So in a tacit way, she just support his existence or his power.
So I think like the same goes right for any party also. Like by that logic, Maryam Nawaz supports the filth that comes out of Rana Sanaullah or Khwaja Asif's mouth, right? And here I think that
Khwaja Asif is not as bad as Rana Sanaullah. Ye ek false equivalency hai. Abid Sher Ali and Rana Sanaullah I'd put in the same category.
To me, Khwaja Asif is like scum. So
what did Khwaja Asif do that was that bad?
I just think the way he behaved with my mother, I thought was very disgusting.
I'm sorry, I didn't see that in particular.
So I mean, and I think it was very, you know, disgusting the way it. Abid Sher Ali ne bhi kiya hai. So I mean, wo, you know, hota hai. But the point being, the reason I said this is because this is actually a very important thing to discuss, because we have to talk about how the electoral and political structure is in the country, right? Because I was talking about this on TV the other day. If you look at India's political structure and their parliament, and you compare the number of women that come in through direct elections and, you know, have very strong constituencies, no man in their political party is going to tell them, Kecha, you must follow this party line. If they don't agree with it, if you have a strong constituency, you have more of a ground to stand up and say, I'm not going to accept this, right? So Pakistan, there's a lot of gatekeeping in politics and in your assemblies, and even the way, for example, reserve seats are allocated, and especially with the dynastic parties, jo hota hai ki aap apne relatives ko seats dete ho. So that overall, I think actually I'm not in support of this quota system at all, because I feel what happens is that actual representation of women is like stifled, because you just pick people you like and you put them into parliament, and you're not actually working on changing the electoral system. You're still going to give tickets to women and losing constituencies when it's direct seats, you know, things like that. So I think until that system in itself, we work towards reform of that, we're going to see, you know, many women in many political parties having to even defend things that are reprehensible.
What do you feel about criticism certain female politicians get where it's masked under sexism, which maybe it might not be? Like, for instance, if Zartaj Gul gets called out for saying things which are not the smartest, yes, if the particular abuse she gets is sexist, that's sexist. But the fact that Zartaj Gul is getting criticized is not necessarily sexist.
I agree completely. I think one thing we do have to be mindful of is that male politicians say things that are equally, if not more stupid than Zartaj, but I don't see people reacting with as much aggression as they do with Zartaj. I don't know if, it's gender specific or if it's something else, but yes, I think we do need to be able to draw that line. Is this crossing that boundary? Am I criticizing this person because of their gender, or am I criticizing them because they've said something stupid, right? And it's a difficult line to navigate.
Do you feel you crossed that line with your criticism of Tuba, which is Amir Liakat's wife?
What did I say to her?
And kuch like home wrecker type keh diya tha.
Look, I think that, maybe I shouldn't have. I think कि sometimes this is what I mean by मैं जज्बात में आके कभी-कभी ऐसे लफ्ज इस्तेमाल करती हूँ जो I don't want to. And again, like there's many tweets of mine, I'm sure when I look back at it, I'll be horrified and say, why did I say this? I should have calmed down. I don't want to use that word. I think that's not a correct word to use. And obviously I'm embarrassed that I used it. I think other points that I did say to her, if I remember correctly, I was telling her, it was also geared towards, you shouldn't be supporting things that he says that are damaging to women. So I think I could have said that in a better way. I shouldn't have used that word. So yeah, I mean, I'm sure I've crossed the line, that's not the only time, many, many times.
हाँ, not to put you on the spot. लोग मेरी करोड़ों ट्वीट्स निकाल सकते हैं, मैं तो कल भी करूंगा, कल तो मेरा छोड़ दें आप, मैं कल परसों भी लाइन क्रॉस करूंगा, because I mean I try not to be sexist or racist or things like that, but using strong language against people I have no issues with, like
and sometimes, Shahzad, I don't like, for example, I'm sure when I posted that tweet, I didn't think I was saying something that was misogynistic, right? But like now talking to, and with other tweets as well, I'll think, is this my own internalized patriarchy?
It's also context, right? For instance, cannoli owners, did what they do was stupid? Absolutely. The fact that everybody, जो फिर, it wasn't problematic for you to make fun of cannoli, लेकिन फिर जो सब लोगों ने किया उस कॉन्टेक्स्ट में वो थोड़ा प्रॉब्लमैटिक हो गया, क्योंकि फिर लोगों ने उनको औरत होने पे, उनकी बेटियों को, फिर जब आप उस कैटेगरी में आ जाते कि देखो ये सब इसको इसलिए अटैक कर रहे हैं, आपने भले उनकी शेमिंग के लिए किया, बट बिकॉज व्हेन देन यू सी द कॉन्टेक्स्ट, यार ये बाकी सब इसलिए कर रहे हैं, तो आप उनके साथ खड़े हुए, सो यू आर प्रॉब्ली एडिंग टू द सेक्सिस्ट अब्यूज दे आर गेटिंग, इवन इफ योर अब्यूज इन इटसेल्फ मे नॉट बी सेक्सिस्ट, तो वो फिर उस कॉन्टेक्स्ट में वो थोड़ा प्रॉब्लमैटिक हो जाता है, एंड दैट कैन ओनली बी सीन रेट्रोस्पेक्टिवली इन कॉन्टेक्स्ट, वो आप इंटेंशन करके नहीं कर सकते.
I think you're right. That can only be seen retrospectively, because sometimes you say things and then you don't realize what you're saying coming together with what hundreds and thousands of other people are saying becomes bullying. So us tarah bhi, again, you're not necessarily responsible for that because that's out of your control. But you can't always be so careful, and you can't always second guess everything that you say. So it's
a blessing for you, Iman, that you're not funny. Imagine doing that as a comedian, where you're like, am I bullying this person? Even though लोग मुझे बहुत ज़्यादा बोलते हैं, you can't bully the prime minister. You can't as long as you're not making fun of them for who they are. Like for instance, if you're making fun of Bilawal for being feminine, if you're making fun of Ashley for being fat, all that, उनकी जो personal characteristics हैं, उसका मजाक आप नहीं उड़ा रहे. If you're mocking them for what they're saying, what they're doing, it's not bullying. They're people in power. You're punching up. You can't bully the prime minister.
People don't realize this, though. It's actually crazy how many people don't think this through. Like, how can you say this? And you're just like, but what you said, you're punching up. It's more difficult.
हाँ भी किसी ने फहद देशमुख के कोई ट्विटर अकाउंट, उन्होंने why did he call Imran Khan a racist?
I know why. I saw that tweet. Because do you remember that video of him? He's talking about some other politician and he's like,
बाबर MQM के जो थे, when he was Sita White के लिए drag हो रहे थे, which I thought was a little funny though. In उस time मुझे बहुत funny लगा था, where वो सीता, यार political circus, I think Capital Talk है, mainstream 9 बजे TV show, एक MQM में इमरान खान बैठे, वो तस्वीरें लेके आए, ये बेटी है इनकी, ये देखें आप तस्वीर मिलती है, ये इमरान खान बैठे, ये प्रिंट आउट है इनकी बेटी का, ये देखें आप तस्वीर मिलती है नहीं मिलती, ये चल रहा है। एंड देन इमरान खान रिस्पॉन्डेड, इस तरह तो मैं अफ्रीका से 1000 बच्चों की तस्वीरें ले आऊं, बोलूं इसकी बाबर से तस्वीर मिलती है नहीं मिलती। फनी तो था यार।
I mean that he said, I mean, you know, at this time, Ravi Sita White Wala ho raha tha, he said a lot of other things also, like some which were funny, like about Sheikh Rashid and stuff. So
तो
I
मैं इनको
mean,
चपड़ासी ना रखूं?
नहीं, not like that, but you know, जिस तरह उनका होता था with each other, like I remember वो शेख रशीद ने I think उसी शो में था, उसने कहा था, you know, ये तो मामूली सा कप्तान है, ये you know, ये नहीं संभाल सकता, तो ये मुल्क कैसे संभालेगा? And like it's just funny because like now you see them together and it's politics, right?
He said कि मैं इसको चपड़ा, I think Sheikh Rashid only gets away with it because he's funny. He has some of the most reprehensible opinions, but because he brings ratings and he's funny, everybody just sees
He
him as a
also
joke.
said, like Imran said, कि you know, खुदा मैं कभी शेख रशीद जैसा कामयाब सियासतदान ना बनूं, and also that I find really funny because I mean you're sitting with him, he's part, you know, he's part of you now.
He actually said कि मैं इसको चपड़ासी भी ना रखूं, and now he's his interior minister. So this कप्तान की जो टीम है ना, ये टीम आएगी, आप टीम देख लें, आप टीम तो फिर अगर if you were to judge him by his team, the team is not very good, sir. तो खैर वो उन्होंने वो ट्वीट किया, तो then somebody said this is not racist, you are a fake profile and your profile picture is racist. Like ये एक random troll account है. How does that invalidate the criticism of Imran Khan?
But hey, now they're supposed to say stupid things because you know कभी कभी जो ये stupid चीजें कहते हैं ना, आपका दिल करता है कि आप जवाब दो, so आप stupidity में खुद ही पड़ जाते हैं and you're trying to beat someone at their own game and you can't do that. So I think that's part of this intentional distraction that they kind of suck you into as well.
It's because you're also trying to talk to their audience, right? Like for instance, अगर सिंथिया ने भी कैंपेन शुरू की थी, ये देखो US funded है, Fulbrighter है, and I was like, when have I ever made it a secret कि मैं Fulbright हूँ? So I got an alumni small grant. This is if you're a Fulbright alumni, अगर आप कोई project करना चाह रहे हैं, तो I wanted to do a 7-part podcast series. I didn't make any money from it. They just funded the production of it. वो लेकर सिंधिया, ये देखो पॉडकास्ट यूएस फंडेड है, लाना भेजता हूँ मैं यूएस पे, उनके पैसों पे, ट्रम्प चूतिया है, मुझे कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता. आई हैव नो
खुद आईएसपी फंडेड है, तो वो आप पे क्यों ये चीजें कह रही है आपके बारे में?
to malign the credibility, to ensure that no anybody who looks, जिस तरह जियो और डॉन के साथ होता है कि अब जो पॉडकास्ट पे डिस्कशन होगा वो सब बुलशिट है क्योंकि जी देखें डॉलर लगे हुए हैं.
But I mean, let's be honest. How many people do take Cynthia seriously? How many people?
200,000 people. How many followers?
How many people of substance? Of substance, I qualified that.
But this is how rumors start, right? Like people won't remember it came from Cynthia. If I start tweet, अभी यही हो रहा है ना कि मैं पॉडकास्ट का लिंक भेजता हूँ, उसका कोई ना कोई एक ट्रोल अकाउंट, can you please clarify what US funding? Are you US funded? If well-intentioned people 5 years from now are like, यार ये 5,000 लोग ये ट्वीट कर रहे हैं, कुछ तो होगा इसमें. They won't remember Cynthia started it. They'll just be like, wait, ये US funded है, ये बातें भी ऐसी करता है. वो 2 and 2 together कर लेंगे. So you got to speak to those people. And वो गॉबल्स की जो बात है, आपको पता नहीं होता कि झूठ क्या है सच क्या है, बस झूठ इनफ टाइम्स कह दो तो लोगों की क्रेडिबिलिटी और सब हर्ट हो जाएगी.
True, that's true, and that is a concern. But I mean, how do you deal with that? I don't think Aj, when there's social media and information spreads so rapidly, how can you know, prevent that?
How do you, and the amount of abuse you get at times, what do you do? Do you just like take a break from social media?
I used to, yeah. And even now and again, I will kind of deactivate my account sometimes. But I think it's been happening to me since I was like, you know, 15. So, and now I'm like turning 28 this year, inshallah. So,
you make me feel so old. You're like, I'm not as old as you. जब मैंने बुढ़ापे की बात की थी, no, I'm not, but I'm not that older than you. Even though my back disagrees, even though when I wake up, my back is 45.
Mine too, by the way. I have really bad back pain. I honestly feel like I'm much older than my actual age.
I think it's also because of how I sit and all the other things, but hair. मैंने उस टाइम स्लाइट ले लिया था, मैंने कुछ नहीं कहा था. अब जब आपकी उम्र आ गई सामने, सारे सच सामने आ चुके हैं, तो मैं आई एम 32.
अच्छा, that makes me feel good. I love talking to older people.
कंटिन्यू योर पॉइंट. मैं सिर्फ एक पॉइंट ऑफ पर्सनल प्रिविलेज मैंने कर दिया था बीच में, बट आप जो कह रही थी.
You know, I think that I take a lot of it as a joke, and sometimes like I'll call up my friends and I'll be like, you know, look at this tweet, or I'll send them a tweet that is, you know, really crazy and saying something like. There was one tweet, and I still remember this tweet. Someone had sent a tweet to me saying, "Okay, you are lesbian, and this earthquake was caused by you," or something like that, right? So I found that so funny, and I just, you know, sent it to my friends, and we were laughing about it. And so sometimes you kind of just look at them and laugh, and if it's really bad, like, I mean, you also get rape threats and death threats, and those things, you know, sometimes are a little bit scary, especially if they're they reveal like where you work or where you live, that sort of a thing. But the stupid stuff you kind of just learn to ignore.
It's just the barrage, right? जब हजार stupid लोग बातें भी करें ना. And my favorite is when you block people and they're like, why did this person block me? तुम मेरी माँ को गालियां दे रहे थे, why would I not block you यार? Somebody.
And then there's these people also who come underneath your tweets and they're like, now watch, I will be blocked. And you're just like, okay.
I think it's shameful when people post screenshots as an achievement that this person has blocked me. What did you do to make that person block you? The only exception to this rule is Mavish Ajaz. I think if she blocks you, you're allowed to post a screenshot. That is an achievement. Anybody else, it's not an achievement.
So to be fair, I don't think being blocked by Mavish Ajaz is an achievement, because she blocked me before I even knew her, you know? So she just blocks anyone.
That's my favorite Savage Garden song. I blocked you before I knew you. I think I blocked you into life. खैर पता नहीं, आई डोंट नो उनके साथ भी क्या हो रहा है, क्या फैक्ट्स उनके पास हैं जो सबके पास नहीं है. बट इट्स जस्ट उधर भी थोड़ी एम्पैथी ये है कि इन्फ्लुएंसर्स जो अब टर्न हो गए हैं, कुछ अच्छे इन्फ्लुएंसर्स भी थे जिन्होंने अपना नाम बनाया एज फेमिनिस्ट इन्फ्लुएंसर्स, एंड आई एम लाइक यार शी इज अ नोबडी. एंड आई डोंट मीन माविश अजाज, आई मीन अ लॉट ऑफ दी स्मॉल इन्फ्लुएंसर्स. They're nobody who are making 2-3,000 a tweet. अगर उन पे defamation notice आ जाते हैं, you're 20, your father or mother are like, ये क्या notice आया हुआ है, अब हमें FIA के पास जाना होगा. So if they, I mean, it's self-preservation, right? Like even though if they're hurting the cause or the movement, क्या करें बेचारे?
I understand, and I also think, you know, a lot of these, or you know, one in particular who faced a lot of backlash after coming forward and then taking it back. I think we do need to be mindful that we're not, that person's already been through a lot, so you don't make things worse for them. But I think if you're the person who's coming out and speaking, you do have a responsibility, right? Like you have the option not to speak, but if you're choosing to speak knowing you're connected to other people in their cases, you do have a responsibility.
If I was the judge और मुझे बोला होता कि ये accused ने एक इन्फ्लुएंसर से हैंड रिटन लेटर लिखवा के ट्वीट किया है, मैं उसी वक्त गिल्टी, मैं बाकी एविडेंस सेट आई बी लाइक यूर गिल्टी. अगर तुमने हाथ से एक इंसान से अपॉलॉजी लेटर लिखवा कर अपनी ट्वीट पे डाला, दैट्स इट, ऑल द एविडेंस आई नीड, no other judgment.
And I think the funniest thing about him is that with him, it's been like he has just exposed himself as being guilty. You know, the entire cover up is what gives it away.
This is why when people say ke, why is he being given a pride of performance despite, I'm like, he's not been given this despite his accusation, he's been given this because of his accusation. क्योंकि जो आपके politicians in power हैं, whatever your opinion about Aisha Gulale, इमरान खान probably believes कि यार मेरे खिलाफ भी तो एक false campaign की थी, तो सब false होती हैं, औरों की भी झूठी होंगी, तो to show people कि ये campaigns false होती हैं, ये narrative build करने के लिए, let's recognize Ali Zafar as a hero. Yeah. Let's make झूठी, let's make dunk, so that सबको समझ में आ जाए कि allegations झूठ होते हैं, ताकि कल को हमारे खिलाफ आए तो we're also protected.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Do you feel कि हमें law change कर देना चाहिए? Because you know, a lot of people, even well-intentioned people, are like, go to the courts, but the law is designed to protect the patriarchy. It's not designed for the survivors. The defamation law, FIA, the zalalat of the entire process, the years it takes, it's not designed for justice. It's
The
designed to
FIA is not designed for justice. The FIA is the most non-transparent, evil agency, I think. Well, one of the most evil. But you know, with Pika, उस वक्त भी हम सब कह रहे थे, you know, and more so than me, but like digital rights organizations and activists उस वक्त भी कह रहे थे कि ये आप ना पास करो, ये आपके खिलाफ भी यूज होगा.
I think Faria
And जो
Aziz does a brilliant job at articulating it.
Fariha is like phenomenal, and she's always on the ball. But ये है कि, you know, criminal defamation, there's no question. It needs to be repealed all over the world. Countries are getting rid of their criminal defamation laws, और हम इधर उसे actively use करते हैं. And you know, you have defamation provisions in your civil law. I don't think you need criminal defamation. We've seen that it is used as a sword against survivors and against journalists. And खासकर जो भी, I mean, ये असतूर का भी केस हुआ था, which we were doing from the Journalist Defense Committee, उसमें भी, you know, defaming institutions and all this rubbish. I mean, it's just a tactic. It's a weapon to use against people you don't like or people who you think threaten your power.
And it's colonial in its history.
Yeah.
ये colonial state ने design किया था.
हाँ, but जो पीका वाला है ना,
criminal
defamation, वो तो हमारा है. हाँ.
अब तो criminal criticism आ रहा है. आप criminal defamation repeal करने की बातें कर रहे हैं. Now there is criminal criticism. What is it? 2 years in jail if you criticize?
Yeah. And the fine, which I can't afford to pay, so I don't know.
मैं तो कहता हूँ लोग इमरान खान की निकालें पुरानी वीडियो, वो कंटेनर वाली, और फाइल कर दें. You know, a lot of times ये kiddie gloves पहन के हम principally सही चीजें करते हैं. I think at times you need to give them a taste of their own medicine. वो वीडियो निकालें और वही फाइल करें. I think it falls under all these provisions.
और आप और बाकी सारे अभी अपने सारे jokes crack कर लें before this becomes law, because I have a bad feeling that is what's going to happen.
Retrospectively कर देंगे. I think हमने तो नहीं बचना. वो
नहीं, retrospective नहीं कर सकते. इतने भी नहीं कर सकते कि retrospective कर दें. Prime Minister will protect himself, Shahzad. Don't worry, it will not be retrospective.
I also think it's cute that you think they need the law. They're just waiting. They're like, हम कुछ करना चाहते हैं इसके खिलाफ, लेकिन law नहीं है यार, हम कैसे करें? We are powerless.
हाँ, but इतनी आसानी से अब वो नहीं, you know, without backlash on an international level, जिस तरह मती के साथ हुआ था कि they picked him up and, you know, there was this huge uproar. So अब वो उस तरह भी नहीं कर सकते, which is why, you know, they pick targets that are not that well known or who are not that influential and well connected. So they're also understanding that we need to change our modes of operating a little bit and go through law and, like, you know, have this legal channel to do it. So kal, you know, हमारे ऊपर इस तरह के सवाल ना उठे.
There are a lot of ways to do it, right? So recently just काफी cases आए हैं. They haven't been picked up, but they've noticed all their financial opportunities, all their sponsorship, all their opportunities of progress dry up, whether it's their jobs, whether it's freelance work that they were doing. ये चीजें by chance नहीं होती. And I know it makes you seem paranoid कि यार तुम्हें लगता है वो सारा दिन गुजार रहे हैं to stifle your sponsorship, your opportunities. इतने वो फारिग हैं कि वो 1000 ट्रोल्स तुम्हारे खिलाफ बेच रहे हैं. Yes, this is exactly what's happening to a lot of people I know.
No, and you know, like, you know, जब ये कहते हैं कि why do you give yourself so much importance, कि तुम्हारा ही ट्विटर देख रहे होंगे, वो देखते हैं, वो फॉलो करते हैं, वो लोगों को भेजते हैं, you know, वो सब चीजें देख रहे हैं क्योंकि उन्हें अपना काम नहीं करना, उन्हें ये चीजें करनी है क्योंकि they're better at this than doing their job. So there's no question about it.
Yeah, अभी सिंथिया ने ट्वीट किया था कि I know they have better things to do. I'm like, why do you know? Why do you know that?
She knows. And we know why she knows.
Absolutely. Thanks a lot, Iman, for giving us time and having this conversation. I hope everything's been addressed. There's a question that you liked, which I didn't want to ask. तो आप खुद अपने पूछें और आप खुद I can't ask you that.
अच्छा, so
मैंने अपनी जिंदगी में भी वो लफ्ज यूज करना छोड़ दिया है, even though कभी-कभी निकल जाते हैं गलती.
I can use it right now though, right?
Yeah.
You said
But I don't I use it, but I don't use it for women. I use it for men, which I think is fine.
So this one person had said कि like why you look like bitch. So I just wanted to tell.
I love that कि आपका grammar भी बिल्कुल आपने सही पहचाना. Why you look like
bitch.
Okay.
So I just want to tell that person and other people who have this question that I don't just look like one, I am one, and I'm not the barking type, I'm the biting type. So, you know, just get used to it.
That should be a Soul Bitches t-shirt. Rabia, Madiha, अगर आप लोग सुन रहे हैं, Aisha, this should be a t-shirt, a charity of Iman's choice. उसको उसके proceeds चले जाने चाहिए. Thanks a lot for that, and thanks everybody for listening. Take care. Bye bye.